Hey, and welcome back to Dungeons After Dark, where I, your Dungeon Master Andrew Taylor, sit around and play my favorite game, Dungeons and Dragons, with some of my favorite people. That's right, I got it in two. So,
Hundred.
at the table with me tonight, to my left, we have Tucker Daigle. To my right, Mike Baudry. All right. On digital, I'm thrown off. Digital playing Kitsune, we have Chris Jensen. Then we have
Hello.
Christian Evans playing Henry Bibbleston. And finally, Kyle Evans playing Vinsire. He didn't thumbs up on his own name. That's good. That's a bit. That's a good bit. That's good. All right. So, does it ruin the bit when you say it's a good bit?
Like
A little bit.
explaining a joke a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Not if you keep doing it. If you keep doing it, it becomes good again.
Oh, okay. See, why it was funny was. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But before we do that, we got to do a recap. So last session, we picked up right after the fight at our soon-to-be Bastion, playing the new Bastion 5e rules. I guess technically 1D&D Bastion rules. You guys cleared out the Bastion, fighting some of the pirates that were stealing the artifacts in Calipso that had now brought them to Blackmoor, where they were basically refusing to hand them over to Vittorio, the local Lord Mayor and elected crime boss. So, I elected Lord Mayor and local crime boss, I guess I should say. Vittorio. You guys were hired to get those crowns back, so you went to the mansion, fought them, and got the crowns. We picked up right then and there with you guys investigating the mansion and looking for any more hidden artifacts, making sure that there was nothing else here of value. You found nothing hidden under the floorboards and nothing in the walls. And as you made your way out of the mansion with the artifacts in tow, you remembered that you still had a prisoner. You went to interrogate that prisoner, but before you could, Kazamak told him to his face that he was going to die regardless. He then spit on Kazamak and refused to tell him anything. Kazamak, in retaliation, realizing that he could only torture the prisoner so far, or realizing that he could torture the prisoner in other ways, tried to cut off his foot in an attempt to revive him and bring him back to life and torture him over and over and over again, not realizing that he would just bleed out from the stump. So, as the prisoner bled out from the stump, you guys moved out of the mansion area, taking the artifacts with you, and made your way back. Along the road, however, you were waylaid by a traveling fortune teller. Two of you went into the tent, starting with Henry. Henry, while you were in the tent, you had your fortune told to you. A fortune that said that you would find the power, the thing that you were after, but that it would lead to ruin. You also were given the opportunity to change your fate, given a different card to pull. You chose to do so. And when you did, you pulled what, Henry? What did you pull?
The dragon.
You pulled the dragon. Yeah, everybody's favorite card. So you pulled the dragon from the deck of many more things, and we will see how that finishes itself up. After that harrowing fortune, you moved out of the tent, thanking the lady and telling her magic was beautiful, and moved out. Kitsune, you next moved in with the old dragonborn wizard, and she told your fortune. She also gave you a pretty grave fortune. Turns out fortune's not so great. If I remember correctly, you had the pit as your something hidden. So as you had the pit of despair. As you got your fortune told, also not great, but not bad either. You would find eventually what you were after, but only going through great trials and tribulations. But you were able to come out on the other side if you were able to find the right person. You were given the opportunity to change your fate as well and chose not to draw an additional card. After you left the tent, the elderly dragonborn did a kind of sniff of the air and said she'd had enough and said she was leaving for the day. She began to pack up her tent using magic, and you guys left the area. You make it back to the Silver Serpent Casino not shortly after, where you turned in the crowns not to Orion, but to Vittorio himself. Orion was nowhere to be seen. Vittorio took the crowns, paid you what you were owed, did some paperwork, which included putting your names in a ledger of the local guild registry, which is shared throughout Zata. Henry, however, at first had some, showed some tribulation about putting his name, Henry Bickleston, in the book, after seeing that the book would not accept aliases or other, other chicanery and shenanigery in its pages. So Henry refused to sign at first. However, after being able to pull aside Vittorio to we'll just call it what it is, basically a murder room, basically pulled you in a murder room. But after he took you into the murder room and pulled him aside and asked him, Vittorio said that he could get you in the guild registry using a special quill for a low fee of 50 gold. You hastily paid the gold, and he added you to the guild registry under the name of Henry Bibbleston. Then the party did some motherfucking gambling. So we had some homebrew mini games, you guys did some gambling, and you won big. I believe it was Vinsire who won the largest of the night, bringing in over 2,000 gold in a single win, and enough to attract the attention of a shadowy drow figure. You were invited into the Shadowy Emporium, an underground auction house dealing explicitly in stolen and otherwise illicit magic items. You entered a weird auction of a sort, where the only price of admission was the 500 gold, and the only way to win the item is extort your way to the person who owns it. So, with that being said, you did the first item auction last session, and we ended there. You were not interested in the item and didn't really participate in going after it. But now, up for auction as we pick up into the second item. Up for auction, as I forget to turn on the speaker. Used to have help around here, and then Chris moved back to North Carolina.
I was the production crew.
That's true.
I'm here to play the game.
I am here to play the game. Listen, Tugger's always been very open and honest. He's here to play the game.
I have nothing else.
Listen, so as you guys pick up, you are in the middle of an auction for the battle standard of infernal power. A very powerful magical item from the depths of hell itself. Nathaniel, the person who seems to run this shadowy auction itself, and the auctioneer himself as well, is now rattling off the rules once again. Remember, the goal is to find your way to the person who owns the item. Extort, bribe, threaten, do what you must. The price of admission was the cost. So, play the game, have fun, have a drink, enjoy yourselves. The second auction begins now, as he slams the gap. I turn the table over to my party.
I was going to be doing the exact same thing now that I'm kind of picking up on the rules. And I want to see if people are whispering about to each other, kind of like the last time with that one couple.
Sure. I'm going to give everybody a perception check. So everybody make a perception check.
15.
10.
18.
11.
Andrew, what was the item up for auction again?
The Demon Banner.
Battle standard of infernal power.
With a little demon man in it.
The Demon Banner.
Quasi.
Quasi.
The sleepy little dude in the cage.
Quasimodo, if you will.
Doesn't 18 give me anything?
Yeah, so anyone rolled over 16? There are about 30 people in the room. Okay. Most of them are standing up. You see, there's 2 people already sitting down. You'll remember that when you're no longer participating in the auction, you can go sit down. The rules, there's also this gigantic zone of truth. You can't, the zone of truth, as it was explained before, the zone of truth works in a specific way. You can't just walk up to someone and be like, do you own the item? Do you do, don't you? And they have to tell you yes or no. It doesn't answer that question, but it will answer like other questions, like follow-up questions to an interrogative. So if you ask somebody, if you like try to extort somebody with a
Big secret.
like a secret or a fake secret, they'll know, right? So like everything is on the up and up. So when you tell somebody a secret, somebody else's business, or you tell somebody that you know something about them or something's going to happen to them and it works, it comes out of your mouth, it means the zone of truth worked. So it's true. So when you threaten somebody and you're like, I'm a very powerful person, I can get you anywhere this guy, say a guy lives in Steelhaven, you try to threaten him. He goes, I live in Steelhaven, you say I can get you there. Your deception check, right? Right. So that there's a whole bunch of rules here at play, but the zone of truth won't let you lie. It will not let you lie. So, with all that said, extort your way, bribe your way, and jostle your way. Now, there are 30 people. Your perception rolls give you the following. What you see, who rolled an 18 or better? Just John? Okay. John. Just Baram.
Wrong campaign.
Just Baram. Sorry. You play similar characters. These 2 were similar. The one before wasn't, but
Oh, there's more to this character than the last one.
Well, the last one's sister was basically the big bad, so yeah. Let's see. You, sir, overhear the couple from before, from last session. They are kind of hurriedly talking amongst each other, and you can overhear her go, no, but I'm pretty sure that's him. That's him right there. And you see they're kind of like, there's this half-orc gentleman that's sipping a brandy, and he's kind of like staring at the item, like the battle standard. And he's just like sipping brandy.
You said half orc, you said half orc just human or
Yeah, just half-orc human.
okay, half orc human.
Okay.
I have a question about, I know it's like active checking, but if my passive perception is higher than what I rolled, like I have a 17 passive, do I just pick up on whispers or no?
Okay. When you're rolling for something, it's because you're looking for a specific thing, right? You've either stated that you're looking for something specific, or I'm having you look for something specific. In that instance, I was having you look for something specific. You do, with your passive perception, pick up on just like general mumblings and things of that nature. Most people are either in couples, like came as a couple, or are standing kind of by themselves at this point. Like nobody's like really like conversing in groups. Everyone's kind of like by themselves. Like no one's really like talking to each other.
How loud is everybody?
It's kind of like a quiet ballroom, I would say. Like you can tell that people are whispering, but the whispers don't carry. You know what I mean?
So it's
You
like
can hear mumble. It's like a soft mumble.
like art gallery type.
Perfect. Art gallery type.
Makes sense.
I think Henry's gonna lean in everybody and be like, all right, boys and girls club, let's cause you forgot that.
I didn't forget it. I wanted you to say
Oh
it.
no, we did. Yeah, we did not forget that. Never forget it.
All right, so I think what we should do. Oh, hang on. I think.
The service.
A little server. You see a very handsome waitress comes by with a plate of hors d'oeuvres, and she hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, delicious.
It's kind of rude that they only gave you. want Henry.
Oh, well, I'm sure. I'm assuming it's for all of us. You know, we could all.
Yeah.
But I'll take him. Anyway, I think we should split up into small groups, circle around here, see if we can gather any intel, and then maybe meet up and kind of go over anything we discovered. I don't think anybody should be independent in this. I think we should stick in like small groups.
I'm gonna kind of look up like, I overheard some people whispering. I think the guy, the ogre, half ogre over there, sipping the brandy. It might be his. I can't lie very well because it goes against our deities, but I can only tell the truth sometimes. But do with the information as you must. And I'll go sit back on the couch since I'm not participating.
And you see Brom points to the half-orc gentleman.
With my trunk.
Like a little like stock fist where you're like,
No, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like as I'm talking, I'm just like pointing, like trunk comes up. Over there, over there.
I like it.
is he by himself?
Yeah,
Is he
he's standing by himself. He's like standing right in front of the battle standard, like swirling and sipping his brandy.
I'm gonna go walk over to him. Anyone can join if they want. And
I will accompany you.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go talk to him. See what he's about.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
How tall is he? Like 6 foot?
Oh, he's 6'3". He's
I'm
so
gonna like-
you guys walk up to him. So you guys walk up
Yeah.
to this guy. He's a half-orc gentleman. He's got his hair tied back in this very neat ponytail. It's about the ponytail goes to about his shoulder length. It's very neat. You can tell it's just like been brushed. The hair is pulled back over his head. It's been held tight with like gel or like some like not gel, but you know what I mean, medieval gel, whatever medieval gel is, some sort of pomade.
Tree sap.
Tree sap.
Tree sap.
He's greased it back, and he's got it. So he's got all the hair slicked back in a ponytail. He's got a real tight jawline. He kind of like turns. You can see like the side profile. He's got a very tight jawline. He's got a graying stubble on his chin. Kind of well kept beard. You can tell. He's got these burly, muscly arms. Very, very big dude. Like very muscular built dude. Definitely skips leg day. His legs not as developed. He's got a little bit of chicken leg problem. But you can tell he's on the older side. He's got like a lot of scars on his arms. Was either a torture victim or an adventurer at some point in his life. So you get all that as you guys walk up.
I'm gonna walk up and just like and like tug on his cloak since I'm assuming I'm at like mid belly height.
Unless you're the owner of that item, fuck off.
Oh no, but I mean, I was just kind of curious to see if you were.
No, no, no. Not me, but I would like to be.
Well, who do you think's the person in the crowd?
I don't know. That's not how this game works.
Oh, you're telling me you're not like inquisitive at all? I mean, you are pretty muscular, so maybe it's not all up there, but you might have some guesses.
No, see, I'm here for one thing only. Gold. I like gold. I collect secrets, and I give other people's gold. And yes, I'm that guy. And he kind
Well, I don't think
like takes a moment and like you see kind of like power poses.
I just.
I feel like, but the whole
Henry-
point of this,
Henry, make a history check for me, please.
Oh.
that guy.
It's a 17 plus 7.
Henry, you're a little older now. It's been a handful of years since your adventuring days. You're gallivanting across the country as a merchant assistant or whatever it is you actually did as a young man. But you, sir, will forever remember Mark Sittol. Mark Sittol was a lesser known adventurer about 35 years ago. His only claim to fame is he allegedly in your book, slew an adult green dragon by himself. Allegedly.
What had happened was
He brought back the head of an adult green dragon and claimed to have killed it by himself. You, however, do not believe it for a fucking minute. So,
While he's power posing on us and just like reeking of, you know, toxic masculinity.
Yep.
I'm gonna like kind of like look at him and be like, that guy? Is that a reference to something or?
yes, I'm the Mark Sittol.
Shithole?
No. Sittol.
Oh man, that's a not to be rude. That's just a kind of an unfortunate, you know, slip of the tongue. I don't.
You gotta be. This is the Mark Sittle. You please show some respect. This man has.
You know him?
I've heard of him. He's an amazing accomplishment under his belt. I wouldn't want to cross paths with him. And we don't want to piss him off, sir. I apologize. I truly do. I didn't realize who you were. I've heard of your exploits with the dragon. It's crazy. Do you think you could regale us with that tale really quickly?
Well, of course I could. You see, it was about 35 years ago, and I was fighting the dragon. And there I was with my axe, and the dragon, it breathed fire, you see. And then I jumped out of the way, and I swung my axe, and I cleaved its head clean off. And that's how I killed the green dragon.
Just wow.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
As
And
I
I'm gonna
s- like,
I'm gonna press digitation green sparks into his face real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah! What the fuck?
I'm gonna look at Kit real quick, then I'm gonna just like lean in and like whisper to him like, I know who you are, Mark. I know you didn't do that. I know your secret already. Tell me, Mark, what have you discovered? Or else everyone's gonna learn my secret.
Henry's a fucking sleeper agent.
Christian, I'm gonna text you something real quick.
Okay.
It's a naked picture. Then he's going to tell you what he says.
Oh, that's crazy. I asked for that hours ago.
Yeah.
Does his demeanor change at all when Henry's talking to him?
Slightly, yes. He looks shocked immediately.
I'll just wait for their interaction to end then, I guess. Just watch.
He goes, perhaps I could share. He looks at you, Henry, and you can see him searching for something. You're not quite sure what, but he's searching for something in your face. Familiarity, maybe? How do you know this secret? He must be wondering. As you, as he kind of like peers at you, he goes, Fine. Edgar Limpa. He points over to a halfling gentleman. He goes, I don't think it's his, but I know that he owes Vittorio money. A lot of gold. Like 5,000 or more.
Damn.
He goes, I don't. Wait a minute. And he leans in real close to you, Henry. And he goes, I just remembered where you're from.
I will.
It's a trap.
Do I pick up on them with like the whispers are exchanging?
You can call to me, Henry. I will defend you.
You gotta make a perception check because they're whispering.
Okay, I will, because I'm just like awkwardly standing here now. 14.
I'm gonna say you don't pick up on everything. You pick up on you get kind of the vibe. You don't get like the conversation, but you get the vibe. You get that Henry somehow threatened, like he threw sparks in this dude's face, leaned in, threatened this dude. You saw the dude's demeanor go from surprise to kind of like
Shock.
acceptance, from like shock to acceptance, and then you see him kind of like the light bulb click, and then he like leans back into Henry, and you can see Henry's face start to like change a little bit. And he goes, I wonder if your friends would feel differently if they know. And then he raises his voice, that you have a different name.
Huh?
I assure you, I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. Surely you're mistaken.
Are you not also aren't you known as Chirag?
I punch him in the face.
You punch him in the face? Okay.
Yeah. It's not gonna be good.
Aren't you know it's Sherrod? Punch him in the face.
Damn, Henry's getting us kicked out of the fucking shadowy emporium. Off the
Insire's
bat.
in the waiting area with Brahm, just annoying him with his drum.
On my unarmed attack, for some reason, I get a +2 for a total of 7.
Hell yeah.
Or sorry, total of 9. I rolled a 7.
Surprise, I mean, it works. You strike him. And the next moment, you guys watch as Henry is no longer standing where Henry was. Henry.
Can I do something?
Sure.
Can I I want to hit him and then use chronal shift essentially to take it back. But he so he
cool.
experiences it, but then it goes back.
Cool. Yeah, that's fun. I'll allow that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. You guys watch as Henry does nothing.
You see the guy go, oh.
Nope.
Question. I have one question.
Yep.
I have a very quick question because I didn't get all of it. But we picked up on a little bit of ramblings come out and I wrote it down. Am I allowed to remember that little bit that came out or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was just the punch that I
want to see this weird sort of blip in reality and just okay.
Yeah, you guys would notice nothing. Just the way the
I'm gonna break up this awkward staring match. Henry, I think we should move on. And I'm gonna grab Mark Satol's hand. Mr. Shithole, it was an absolute pleasure. I'm so glad to have met someone of true fame. I'll just do like a little curtsy and I'll grab Henry and just I think it's time for us to go and then go to the halfling fellow that he pointed us at.
As he pulls me away, I'm going to cast message to Mark. And just do I have to speak out loud for message?
It's a whisper that you two hear.
Magical whisper.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be Mark, you better forget the name. I will find you. And then just let Kit drag me away.
You get an intimidation check.
I'm good at these.
At advantage, having just hit him.
Henry's just starting beat left and right.
Yeah.
Less about him, more about you being revved up.
Intimidation, that's a 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not
What kind of wizard are you?
The good cat.
So, as you guys go and you come up to the halfling, What are your? All right, so you sat down.
I'm sitting down because I'm not participating in the auction.
Okay. Vinsire, make a perception check.
24.
24. There is a with a 24 next to the bar is a potted plant. Just kind of chilling. It's been chilling. It's been there the entire time.
He's chill like that.
He's just been kind of quietly observing. You kind of notice this potted plant is the kind of, you come around to the other side of the bar, like the other bar. There's two, one on each side. This plant is kind of sitting on the other side of this bar. It was kind of out of view. Now that you see it,
Okay.
you want to go talk to a potted plant, homie?
I want to like lean next to it. Like I'm just like kind of a little hammered, just drinking.
Spit some game.
And I want to kind of like make it seem like I'm just a drunk guy talking to a plant.
Okay, make a performance check.
Okay.
I feel like that is what you're doing though. So
13.
I
Okay.
believe it.
14, sorry. 11 plus 3, 14.
Okay.
And just like get in there and be like, so you got anything on this this chest here? You know anything? You see anything, you hear anything?
Well, I don't know about any chest, but there's a real cool flag thing over there that's for sale. And I guess the guy Nathaniel, he says you gotta bribe, you gotta extort, you gotta lie.
Is Nathaniel though? Who's Nathaniel?
It's the shadowy dude.
yeah, it's the
Drow.
auctioneer.
Auctioneer.
Bad with names. Nathaniel. So you don't know whose it is? You know who brought that in?
Oh God, no. I don't see it until
Dirt on
you do.
Nathaniel?
I'm sorry.
You got any dirt on Nathaniel? Does he like to like bring women here after the shows and stuff? Get them in for free, or men? You know? If
Oh
you got-
yeah, all sorts of men and women and yeah, lots of sex, lots of sex.
All right, I feel like that's the next be able to. He seems pretty open. I don't think that'll work against him. Does he do anything alone here? This seems pretty shameful.
I'm a plant, so I don't experience shame.
All right. Can you empathize with the idea of shame?
Yes.
Nice. A Rose that like was really empathetic for somebody who couldn't actually feel emotions. She was great to talk to.
I'm kind of disconnected from my whole thing here.
Yeah, how do you want to do you like that? Do you want to like go outside?
This is hell.
Can I like lean over to the barkeep? How much for this plant?
Plant's not for sale.
I thought you said
It's not what I asked you.
Huh?
It's not what I asked you.
Oh yeah, their tongues are cut out.
They're
Yeah,
blind.
I forgot that
Yeah,
they're
tongues
mutes.
up. Okay.
They're mutes.
They can hear because just
They can't see either, but they know where the drinks are.
Or you could for sure steal that plant.
Pick it up, put that
I'm
shit-
just gonna pick the plant up.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna nonchalant, like nothing happened. I'm just gonna keep asking him about people. Like I'm gonna keep whispering, probably not knowing anything, but everyone we pass, I'm like, "You got see this guy? Is he in here a lot? You know about him?" And just kind of like make my way around.
You pass the halfling. The plant goes. You get like where the group is, like walking up to the halfling. They're basically already at the halfling having a conversation. You would walk up about halfway through it. And as you walk up halfway through it, the plant goes, he owes somebody a lot of money. Oh, sorry, that's not the voice. He owes somebody a lot of money.
But you don't know who. You just know that he's fair enough. That's enough. This is good. You have a name, by the way?
Plant?
plant. God, that's beautiful. I love that. It fits. Hey guys.
So you
Hi, Vinny.
guys are talking to the halfling. As you walk up, this halfling is kind of wrapping up a conversation with two other people they apparently know. They see you walking up, they give like pleasant goodbyes and like walk off. The halfling turns around and goes, "Yes, yes, yes. What can I do for you? I'm just trying to enjoy my drink."
I'm gonna look at Henry real quick, like, I think Mr. Bibbleston here wanted to talk to you, and like kind of gesture because I had no idea what the fuck you two were talking about.
Right. So, Mr. Bibbleston, what can I do for you? Because, as I said, this is good scotch. It wouldn't be called scotch. This is good whiskey.
Well, uh, first of all, let me just say, name is Henry Bibbleston at your service. Um, I hate to get between you and your glass of whiskey there, but I heard that you may owe somebody a great deal of money, and I may be able to help you.
Remembering that there's a zone of truth and he cannot lie, he's compelled to answer, says, "Blast these walls, blast these spells." Yes. He leans in really closely to just your group and says, I owe Vittorio a sizable sum. This is all in a whisper. He says, 5,000 gold.
Huh.
How are you alive?
5,000 gold, huh?
Well, question: who all can hear this whisper? Is it another backdoor dealing for Henry, or is
No,
this
it's
like
the
a
group. It's the group.
Okay.
I am the one now. Well, um, now, forgive me for being presumptuous in that you would want to pay off that debt with coin rather than your head. I may know of an opportunity coming up shortly where you may be able to cut down on that debt. There's a job that Mr. Vittorio is going to get done, and you may be able to work some of that debt off, helping him with that.
And you would what? Put in a good word with Vittorio?
Yes?
we are quite on his side lately. We're in his good favor. He did just grant us with quite a bit of land.
And I believe he will take our recommendations seriously with this upcoming job as it pertains to us directly.
That is, of course, we can trust you, and you show some good faith to us in return.
Henry, you were good up until the last part. The very last part, the very last sentence that you say, as it leaves your lips, you know that you've erred. You stretched just a little too far.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm referring to the rebuilding of the
I
of
know
the
you are.
manor.
I know you
All right.
are. But you don't know exactly how far this zone of truth goes. You take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh, a little headache. Just okay.
Strange. But my offer still stands, or I guess my request is we'll reel you into our good favor if you show us some good favor in return. I mean, I think you kind of understand what I'm getting at.
He goes, 1,000 gold. I don't know
You're
whose it is, but I do know a juicy, juicy secret.
so you
Who's
have
it
a
is?
thousand. You have 1,000 gold, and you're not putting it towards your debt.
You're going to give me 1,000 gold, and I'm going to give you dirt.
I just kind of want to leave.
I don't even, to be honest, I don't even know if I have that kind of money currently. But I'll look to Henry to like let him run it again. Like,
Well, I mean, the last job we did, we only had to kill like 7 people. I mean, this is only one guy.
Yeah, I mean, Vittorio
I want to
did-
say this so he can hear. I'm trying to
Yep.
intimidate him.
Yep. I'm gonna let
I'll just,
Kazumak assist, so he's gonna do his roleplay
yeah,
too.
I'll just train onto it when Cyrus says that. I'm like, yeah, the blood's still warm, and I'm just gonna like hold the head up in front of him. And he only stole a couple trinkets.
Okay, you
Far from
guys
like that.
can each make an intimidation check, or you can make one at advantage.
Mine
We should do our own. Mine's not great.
Metagame.
Okay, I'll do my own. Come on, baby.
Okay.
5.
I got a 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. He goes, good fucking God, they let you bring that in here? Fine. You see her over there. There's this, I'd say she's slightly out of shape. She's a human woman. She looks to be probably in her mid-20s. She was probably, she has a very attractive face, very attractive features. She's just slightly out of shape, like a little like chubby. He goes, that's Henrietta Mouth. And it's a kind of a low whisper again. He goes, Henrietta? Well, I have it in good authority. Oft, her lover.
What do you know what his name was?
No clue.
Hmm.
I'm having sex with one of the constables.
And you didn't get a name.
No, why would I?
I thought maybe do better for yourself than that.
Have you ever had sex with a constable? I'm doing just fine.
And that was here in Blackmore?
No, the constable lives in Calipso. Oh, the murder. Yes.
I'm not too, into the details of your love affairs. I'm more wanting to understand, the dirt on her.
The murder. Yes, yes. Calipso. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to keep talking about that constable thing, it feels like you really gotta, like, that's what you want to talk about.
I'm telling everyone. Quite a pool.
Was this like a one-time thing, and you're making it more than it actually was?
Well, I don't know if she's murdered more than one person.
Well, now we're talking about your spoils.
Well,
Back
pick
to-
a lane.
Honestly, I'm driving down both right now.
It kind of seems like you're just, making a one night affair into a whole thing. If you're telling that many people, it seems a bit compensatory.
Who died and made you the bloody prince of shagging?
I mean, the old one died, so someone had to take his place.
Right. Listen, I've given you what I've got. I don't have any more dirt. You're not going to pay me. Can I please... And, like, holds up yet another person with yet another expensive glass of whiskey. This, like... Can I drink in peace?
I mean, our offer did stand. If you want to work on that next mission or job, just let us know, and then I'm gonna look to Henry and be like, so her.
Her.
And as
Plants, you know anything about her? You got any dirt on her plant?
I once saw her in here with a guy named Bob. Robert? Bobbert.
Henry, I
Hey, Bobbert.
I'm feeling Bob for this one. Don't ask me why.
Bob?
Feeling Bob here. This is a gamble.
All right. So here's how I think we should approach this one. Classic honeypot. Someone go in there, sweep her off her feet. Now I would do it, but I'm a little too successful. Sometimes I just can't get the women off me after. So I think someone else should take this, maybe with a little less charm.
I'm explicitly so unsuccessful with human interaction.
Okay.
Oh.
does she already have a drink in her hand?
She does not.
Then I'll go to the bar and get another one of those whiskeys. I'll get 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk over towards her.
The man with the woman's head strapped to his waist is going to be her hero.
Fuck yeah, baby. I'm gonna tuck that shit just behind me. So from the front, you can't see it.
Vaneth goes over and sits down with you, Brom. Okay, you get the drinks and walk over.
Hello.
Hello.
Plan on trying to get this item or just watching for this one?
Just admiring, and she looks around, trying to figure out who it belongs to.
Yeah, you and me both. I saw you didn't have a drink. Do you drink? I'm like,
I do. She goes, is that whiskey?
it is.
She like takes it like gingerly, like says, like judges deeply, and then takes the whiskey. A for effort.
Yeah, well, can't be here drinking alone. The whiskey here is seems expensive, so.
Sips it. C minus for execution.
Well, I mean, I'll get right down to brass tacks then. Do you come here alone often?
Often, yes. Alone, no. I usually have a guest or a friend.
Well, I mean, how often do you come here? Seems like a relatively expensive place to get in.
I rolled an insight check, and I rolled a nat one. She has no idea what's going on. She goes, I used to come with my, shall we say, lover, but he proved unable to keep performing.
I was like, yeah, I mean, that does tend to happen, I guess. And I go on and just like lean in a little bit. And I was like, so did he stop performing before or after you murdered him?
She smiles and says,
Son of a bitch.
Before. So, who told you?
Yeah?
Was it that fucking Edgar Limpa? You know, he only fucked that constable one time.
Yeah, we kind of figured that, to be honest. He really wouldn't stop talking about it. He was actually pretty keen on spilling a whole bunch of weird secrets.
Listen. If I will ask you to swear here on the Zone of Truth to keep your word. Do not tell them, anyone else, my secret, and I will tell you who this item belongs to.
How? Well, I guess I can't lie, so she would be being truthful.
She can't lie. She has truthful intent.
And how do I know you're not just telling me who you believe the item belongs to?
Because I'm very, and you look at her, I mean, even though I said she has very fine features.
Mm-hmm.
She's very pretty. She smiles and says, because I am very popular. And she like looks back at Nathaniel and does like one of these.
Nice. Woman of the night. Yeah, I mean, sure. I won't.
Nope, that's the woman who uses the gifts the gods gave her.
Can't fault her for that.
Nope, not at all.
Medieval OnlyFans. Yeah, I if you truthfully know who it is, I will not tell your secret here.
All of you must swear it.
I'm not over there.
Yeah, everybody that's with her.
It was just Kazmak over there. We let him go off and gallivant.
Okay.
He needed to break her in.
So
Henry could.
she goes, great. It's mine. The battle standard, like the the area around the battle standard sets ablaze. Nathaniel starts clapping, like very happily. Oh, joy, 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 joy! We have a winner. It seems like someone is underhanded enough to figure out our little game. So, who is the dastardly person who did the deed? Like, looks over and it's Kazimak. She goes, with the head dripping a slow, coagulated drip of blood. He goes, right, well, that makes sense. So, I'll say it again. Before you choose to take this item home, remember you can only play to win once. You and all your berry band of friends. You all right over there, puppy? Drink that coffee, boy.
Dude, I fucking
Drink your Red Bull.
Drink that Red
I'm
Bull.
sorry. Like I'm trying to get involved in this one, but it's just
Drink that Red Bull. My boy is asleep. My boy is having a hard time.
I mean, it's fitting. Brahms just in like the pews, just like
listening to lullaby, elevator music.
You know what? Take a baby nap. I'll wake you up when I need you. As he kind of Nathaniel starts saying that, he goes, so since you can only win once per night, once per auction, it's only fair that I reveal the third item to entice your little hearts. So I'm gonna let Kazimak roll me a d12.
Zamak.
take the banner. Pick number 3, my lord.
Number 3.
26.
Number 3, my lord. Number 3.
26 on a D12. That is impressive.
I'm good at rollies, bro.
All right. Oh, let me do some stuff real quick. All right. So he goes, please bring out the final item. You said a 2, right?
Yes.
They wheel out on this beautiful silver plinth. There's this beautifully crafted golden harp. It's small. It's like a handheld harp. It's about this big, by about that big, but it's a harp, hand harp. He goes, this is known as an Anstruth harp, a magical instrument blessed by the gods. Or so they'll have you believe. But regardless, it sounds heavenly. And without effort, he just strums it, and it's beautifully strung, perfect sound. It's angelic. He goes, so this is the third and final item. There it is.
I'm gonna
Boys and Girls Club, huddle.
That's the group.
Boys and Girls Club, huddle.
Everyone, this is Plant.
So
Hi there, I'm Plant.
and we were allowed to go
Says
and
hello.
look at the items or no? We were allowed to look at the items or no? Okay. So
I'm pretty cool with the demon banner, and the little guy at the bottom's pretty neat looking.
I mean, I don't really care about the demon, but the fact that it can, Oh, wait, we never found out what it does. Did we? Above table.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, what is it?
I don't know. I mean, it looks cool. I think it's certainly better than a musical instrument. If anything, we can at least hang it from our new bastion that we just got.
Decor. I think that's called, right?
Well, I mean,
we're gonna restore our new keep. We might as well spruce it up a bit.
We got
With the
4
demon?
sessions of.
well, I mean, they never said we couldn't go and look and see what these items were. So I mean, tell me what that harp is.
I mean, yeah, my eyes work fine here, and I'm sure they'll work fine up there. I mean, if you have a way of figuring out what it does, by all means. But
yeah, I mean,
I think the banner looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they all look neat, but it would suck to get something that is nothing more than a stick with a small creature in it. You know what I mean?
The real rewards are the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, but something tells me it's more than just a piece of cloth with a demon on the bottom of it. If we're bidding for it in this capacity, looking at the creepy antechamber we're in.
No, I mean, I believe you, but I mean, who knows? That heart might be something interesting too. They both look relatively normal, but who
I
knows?
think if we ask Nathaniel, he has to answer just because the way that this place works.
That was one of my thoughts. Yes.
I mean, by all means.
All right. I'm just gonna uh, walk over to Nathaniel.
Okay.
Nathaniel, would you be able to tell me what either of these items do, or do you know?
Yes, I do know. This harp is a instrument of the bards. It is one of 7 magical instruments. This harp, named after the College of the Anstruth, one of the 7 bard colleges. 1 instrument for each college. This is the Anstruth harp.
I'm
This
like beckoning the rest of the group.
This beautiful instrument imbues its wielder with the ability to cast certain spells. Fly, invisibility, levitate, just to name a few.
I mean,
What about that banner?
yeah.
It's
Or
decor.
does everyone generally remember what it does? 'Cause
I do
Gives
remember
you
what
advantage, I think.
that
Right?
way
it
gives you quite a bit of things for everyone in a
Yeah.
radius.
I'm excited for our next 4
This,
sessions of
this
HGTV.
battle standard was pulled from the depths of hell pulled from the depths of hell itself. As you can see, it has a little closet. He like kicks the cage. He goes, "It'll always be there. If it dies, it'll come back. It's just a fun little friend to poke and prod if you so choose.
I do kind of like this one.
While this is within 300 feet of you and your allies, it'll become much easier for your weapons to strike magical creatures. Above table, it's hard to come up with a way to say, oh, no, it's not. I got this. Within 300 feet, this battle standard imbues your non-magical weapons and makes them magical.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're right on this one, Kit.
To work with fists too.
I'm going to rule yes.
Cool.
Oh, baby. And as you say that, Kazmak, I'm gonna be standing next, like looking at the closet in the cage. I'm like, and this guy is just so cute. I'm like tapping the cage. Oh, that's so adorable. We'll take it.
So the party wants to go with the battle standard?
Yes.
I believe so. That it would be my choice.
It is Vinsire's choice. I believe the contract was written with this infernal being. And points to Vinsire.
It's me.
Well, as a new acting member of the Boys and Girls Club, I vote aye to take the adorable beast on a piece of cloth.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems a lot better, so I agree with that.
None of us are bards, as well as my first thing. I mean, I play the drums. I played the drum. Let me be clear.
To be clear, you don't need to be proficient with the item to use the item.
Interesting. Well, still.
Henry, what about you? I mean,
Well,
it seems like a pretty clear choice, but
I mean, we
well,
still have to win again. I think that's a thing as well.
that is also a good point. I personally, if it was just up to me and just for me, I think the harp would be the better choice. But you know, as a team player of the Boys and Girls Club, I believe we should go with this little thing in the cage, the banner.
it's unanimous.
Where's Brom?
You look over, and Brahm is. You know what? Brahm and Van Neth are having a conversation.
Benef.
Yeah, Brahm and Van Neth are having a conversation. Look over, and Van Neth, when he comes over and sits down next to you, he goes, he's quiet for about 5 minutes. But you can feel him, like,
Trying to say something.
you can feel him wanting to talk and, like, stewing. Like, you can feel, like, the heat coming off of him. Yeah, like, he's very, very much, like, tension coming off.
Okay, I'm kind of.
And he goes,
He's gonna make it obvious, so I'm just gonna kind of, because I'm used to being in silence and quiet since I'm like, you want to say something?
I don't like it here. I don't like that it's all based on bribery and theft, and this is all stolen. This is lawless.
Ah, I see. Yeah, you can't choose a lot of things. The gods gave us free will. Some choose to use it for good, others evil. You just have to make sure there is a balance to both.
You're a holy man, right?
Somewhat. I'm on the righteous path, though.
Thank you, Christian. Sorry, I had a text come across that it vibrated, it threw me off. He goes, do they teach you that the Prime Pantheon didn't exist till 15 years ago, right?
Oh, I am much older than 15 years, and I've been learning about it longer.
So the Prime Pantheon has only been around for 15 years. You guys chose the Prime Pantheon last campaign when you ended Lolth's Nexus points. Each time you defeated one of the 12 Nexus beasts, you chose a new god to be a part of your Prime Pantheon.
A very dark and mysterious pantheon.
So it is a very dark and mysterious pantheon. So
Team
Prime Pantheon has only been around for 15 years. Before then, each individual id chose which gods to worship. So when a new id came in, that id would choose which gods to worship. Okay. Only for the last 15 years has the Prime Pantheon existed. So for the 15 years prior to that, you could have worshipped any god for 15, like the years that you existed. So Van Net's going to go, so don't you ever think that maybe those gods sworn chose the wrong gods?
Well, there's a possibility, but again, it comes back to free will. I have chosen this path. We will never know until we cross over the eternal plane into the next life. What do you say? What do you believe in?
I believe that if the Prime Pantheon was just and good, my family would still be here. And you guys see that's the part that you guys see. And you see Vaneth kind of like get up and walk off before the conversation can get like heated.
Looks like he's rubbing people wrong again.
I'm gonna, as he's walking away. That would be Loth that did that to you.
Remember, you got a cup. You got a cup.
Well, I think it's safe to say we at least have a majority of the Boys and Girls Club vote. So, I mean, they're not going to swing it at this point.
Yeah, I don't really think Brom would be too keen on the idea of us toting a devil around, so he'd probably vote against it.
Yeah, I don't know if Vaneth would really care. He seems pretty stoic and kind of like self-righteous. So, I mean, I think we're good to just take it.
That works for me.
Yeah, Nathaniel, we'll cash in here.
I'm gonna look at the little closet in the cage and be like, do you have a name? I don't know what any of that means, but we'll come up with one.
Do any of you speak demonic?
I speak infernal.
Oh, that's infernal. It's demonic. Yeah. So, Vinsire, you would hear.
I do too.
Okay, you guys would hear. Fuck you. My name is Michael.
All right, Mikey. It's okay.
Oh, his name's Michael?
Yeah.
That's so... It doesn't really track.
What he said exactly was, hello, it's really nice to meet you. My name's Michael.
Oh, aren't you just a little gentleman?
That is roughly what he said, yes.
Yeah. Just how you get around about. It doesn't exactly translate.
Chivalry has not died in the infernal realm, apparently. I'll just keep tapping the cage.
Make an insight check on the closet, Vinsire and Henry.
Seeing that it
That would be called Michael.
seeing that it is in fact
22.
18.
You guys immediately pick up that this thing is lying to you.
Hmm.
It's an infernal being from hell. It's obviously not named Michael.
Huh?
Well, I'm gonna let it ride for Kit. His name's gonna be Michael for us.
Yep.
The next time I hear like making a bunch of noises, I'm just gonna cast comprehend languages since I now know that it is a thing that can communicate.
I
Got
thought
it.
we couldn't cast magic in here.
You can cast magic in here.
We can.
I thought you said there was.
Henry threw sparks in somebody's face and started beating.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Michael, you're adorable.
This is gonna
And
fucking throw me off of the rest of the fucking campaign.
even though your name doesn't really make sense, we'll accept it.
Why you gotta look at me when you say that, Chris?
Tell him to shut his fucking mouth.
This little
Holy-
bastard is mean as hell.
He said he feels very welcome and he's glad he's excited to be part of our journey here. He's excited to come with us.
And then I'll rip out his tongue and I'll shove it up his ass.
I
That's
like
something he wants to do something.
Thank you very
too.
much.
He might be a pervert.
How do we just like walk around with it, or can we like strap it to something?
Did you guys win it?
Yeah, you guys can strap it to your back, like your bags.
You stick it in your back.
Just for my inventory purposes, what am I strapping to my back or bags?
Could we wear it
You
like
are
a cape?
adding the battle standard of infernal power.
Could we wear it like a cape?
No, it's like a guidon.
Well, I was wondering if we could like take it off the stick and wear it like a cape.
I had this like epic picture of you guys like with it like out of a rucksack, like running into battle.
I'm cool with that too, but if we can turn it into a super dope cape with an animal strapped to
Yeah,
it.
sure. It's his item. If he wants to take it off the standard and wear it as a fucking cape, I'm down with that.
Whenever Vin is, done contemplating plant existence, I guess we can get his, view on it. It is his item.
Yeah.
And sometimes they water me. And then sometimes they forget to water me. And I get sad.
I think it's
And then after that, they water me again. And I get happy.
Plant and Michael, just two peas in a weird pod.
It's just
That's not
Sire who can hear both of them. He's just like, ah.
It's literally his angel and devil on his shoulders. Plant is angel and Michael is devil.
That's-
I gotta keep up with all these fucking familiar voices. Holy fuck. They're stacking up quick.
Now we got Adam, got the rat, got a plant, and got the little devil.
it's
Philip, Adam,
thank you.
Michael, and Plant.
I have a feeling he's just gonna plant out in the woods somewhere. And I hope to God we're not carrying around a potted plant for the rest of the campaign. But
God, I hope we are.
I don't know.
I hope we are.
Well,
He
so
strapped
we'll
to his
continue.
shoulder.
Just go without
I
him.
guess we're good to go. Now
Yes, we should leave.
else,
Yes, if you'd like to leave, he points to the stairwell. He goes, "You're welcome to at any point. You're also welcome to stay and mingle and drink and show off your winnings."
Huh. I mean,
Be holding the staff now, just like I'm good with.
I mean, I wouldn't mind staying.
Well, oftentimes people who lost out on the auction will throw their weight around. He gestures to the crowd. He goes, "Many of these people are wealthy and have nothing to do with their excess winnings from upstairs. So, as you can imagine, they tend to make offers." And as he kind of gestures and you guys look back over your shoulders, there are indeed a group of people kind of like patiently like waiting with their drinks. You can see like some of them have drinks for you, like ready to like court Vinsire. Like they want to talk to Vinsire to like buy the item. So with that, again, thank you for playing. Your gold will be well spent in the casino. Exit when you want. Stay, mingle, sell your item, keep your item. But do return. We hold auctions weekly. Come find me. and he winks. And then he walks off.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. Don't know about you guys. If you guys want to stick around, but I'm gonna head up. I got some stuff I gotta write down. So I'll be in the room.
I was cool with kind of just hitting it too. How close are we to 10 o'clock? Because that was when we were going to gain a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, you're getting there.
I mean, we're gonna take a long.
I'm pretty beat.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take a long rest anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But yeah, you are exhausted. You are very tired.
For purposes of roleplay.
Yep,
I'm pretty beat. I mean, I'm good to head up with Henry. Vin, do you want to hold on to the Michael or?
Yeah, I'll hang on to him.
Okay. Don't sell him. He's pretty cute. But I mean, he's yours. So.
And like strap him to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Vinsire. As Nathaniel walks away, the first court suitor walks up and goes, "Excuse me, sir. Congratulations on your winning.
Thank
I
you.
would like to open negotiations, if you are open, of course, to selling that item. I would very much like to buy it from you before anyone else can get their dirty little hands on it.
If you can best me in a one-on-one fist fight right now, me versus you, you can make an offer."
Unfortunately, no violence can happen in this building.
We'll
simply be teleported outside and not able to play in the game. And what's the point of that?
The game's over.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, because I won.
You did.
Actually,
Technically, Kaz won. This is his win. But we share it. We're sharing it.
Well, you hold it, and it's to you I offer this. 3,000 gold pieces.
Am I completely alone here?
no, I'm standing right
It
next to
is
you.
yours. In this decision, you're completely alone.
That
I'll
doesn't
lean to
sound like
Kaz
a-
and be like, "It's 3,000. Give me a scale relative."
That doesn't sound. I mean, for what this thing can do for the whole group, doesn't sound very useful to me.
It would probably have to be like 18,000 gold minimum. 3,000 per person that this deal would impact.
Yeah, I mean, it really sounds like this guy's just blowing smoke up your ass, Vinsire. He's not even a serious buyer. Just trying to scam a newbie. I would be
Fair.
sad to say that in earshot, though.
Okay. They go, well, enjoy. I can promise you that the rest of them, he gestures over his shoulder, won't be nearly as sweet. And indeed, the next 4 people who come up, they're all 500 gold, 1,500 gold. The next closest person is 2,000 gold. But that's the highest offer that you get on the item.
I'm going to tell all of them, my highest offer was 15K. You're either going to beat it or get out of my face.
They laugh and walk away.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Vinsire, it's probably a smart play to turn it down. 3 grand is a lot of gold, but I mean, this thing might come in real handy, making the party much more beefy in the next fight we get. And 300.
It'll be a lot of fun. You know, you can talk to the little guy in here.
Yeah, he's actually kind of an asshole, but I like him already.
He's a sweetie pie.
And apparently, if he dies, he just comes right back.
A different one.
Pretty cool. Maybe we
Yes, we could cycle these guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. You want to try it before we leave? Or when we leave, not here.
Yeah, sure.
Nice. I'm gonna probably one of the first times you see me smile at you.
We're bonding. Just don't kill me.
Henry, can you make a perception check for me, please?
I absolutely can. That is a 13.
That will not do it. Go ahead, Kit.
I was just gonna say, whenever things die down, I would like to have conversations with Henry as we walk up to the room.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can be leaving if you'd like.
Yeah, we were heading up to the penthouse.
You
I'm
guys
gonna-
don't have the penthouse, you'll remember. You have to get rooms.
Yeah.
We can fast forward through that. It's a gold for a room for the night.
Easy. I'm gonna telepathically tell Philip to follow Mark, find out where he's staying, and then report back to me.
Okay?
You got
Are
it.
we,
Thank you,
are
Philip.
we are we in separate rooms or is it one big room again?
You're supposed to start tonight.
I would be down to share a room, cut costs.
Henry would get his own room for tonight.
Well, then that being said, I'll get my own room as well. But
Henry turns into a dragon.
after like probably 10 minutes or so of getting settled, you're just gonna hear like a knock on your door.
Oh, well, hello, kid. What can I do for you?
Nothing much. You mind if I come in?
Sure, yes. I was just doing some writing. Yeah, come on in.
Oh yeah, I won't stay too long. I just wanted to get air some things out. It was kind of a weird encounter with that shithole guy, right?
Yeah, that was odd. Definitely odd. But we got
Yeah.
what we needed out of him.
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought maybe he was telling the truth, but you seem to think that he was kind of full of it.
Oh yes. Well, I've been around the block a time or two. As
I mean, yeah, I definitely noticed you told him something, and he really took him aback. He staggered a bit.
yeah. See, now something I picked up in my travels is to very quickly dial in on a person, especially someone who is so obviously just a phony, just a big fat phony, and really get into their head. It really helps when you're on the road and you're trying to sell or buy things from people, and you could tell right away. You learn to pick it up. Otherwise, you just lose all your money, all your stuff, and you gotta head back home.
I mean, yeah, that's probably how you picked up on me a bit. But I think the thing that was odd was there was a moment that it seemed like his cunning kind of came back. And he leaned into your ear and he said something. And then all of a sudden, that moment was done.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, kid. I don't recall that.
It's okay. I mean, I too have been around the block a bit, and I too have picked up on the insight to
Yes, I
to
forget.
decipher the phonies from the truth.
Forget you are even older than I am. Sometimes it's hard to.
It's
You know,
okay.
yep.
I had my reasons for being quiet. You have yours. And I won't tell anyone anything, but secrets are powerful.
They
And then
truly
Kit
are.
will give you a little curtsy. Her tails will kind of brush the ground. Good night. And then she'll shut the door behind her and go to her room.
Good night, kid.
I think she was flirting with you.
Henry's gonna pull out a little piece of paper. Kill kids. No.
She knows too much.
Telepathically, you hear.
Kind of busy, but I'll get around to it.
No, scratch that. It's fine.
Oh,
Fine.
okay, as long as you're sure.
All right. Hey, when you're done figuring that out, Philip, I need you to let me know when you're back on by the casino. Heat is turning up. Things are moving a little quicker than I anticipated. We may need an extra advantage, so I need you to scope out what was hidden here. Make sure the coast is clear and let me know so I can come collect it.
Got it. On it.
Thank you. Oh, and then remembering the promise, I'm gonna go back down to the bar and ask if they have cheese.
They do. Bartender begrudgingly, after much convincing, gets you half of a full wedge of cheese.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And take that back up. Save it for Philip.
Before we go back, can I go back to the Ebony and Ivory?
It is long closed.
It's like
Motherfucker.
11 p.m.
It's 10 p.m. at this point.
What kind of fucking city is this? It's got a casino, things closed? This is Vegas, the fuck?
Nope, it's Atlantic City.
Nice.
Vegas and Deborah.
So, Vinsire, what do you say? You want to grab a couple drinks, celebrate your very unique item?
Yeah, Kit taught me about this stuff. We'll go. I'll buy you one, you buy me one, I buy you,
Yeah, sounds good to me. Wait, have you never had alcohol before?
not until we got here, really, no. I mean, not like ale, I mean, wine. A lot of wine.
Well, yeah, but let's go. I'm gonna head over to the bar and he'll grab 2 ales.
Okay.
I'm gonna purchase however many 1 gold.
Silver.
It's not free?
No.
I thought it was.
So I guess I'm getting 10 ales.
We got the royal treatment when we got there because we were working.
No, downstairs. Him and I
You guys
never
already
left.
walked.
No,
you guys-
him and I never left.
Oh, yeah, we're still in here.
Oh, you're still in
Yeah,
there? Oh,
we
okay.
never left.
Yeah.
We're talking about that when we leave, we'll just see how the guy.
Brought the little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is it? I saw you carrying that plane around. Were you talking to him?
Yeah, I mean, I still got him.
That is so weird. I guess weird is maybe not the right word, but that is odd for sure.
I mean, it's like having an agent on the inside. He's been
Yeah.
in here. I mean, he wasn't very helpful. He was just as helpful as like people who have actual skills here. We all got to the same place.
That
Me
is
and Plant were just,
what. You know what? I don't think I ever actually asked you, but what even really made you? Back when we met you in
Calipso.
I don't think I ever had a chance to ask what you were doing there. I thought we kind of got off the wrong foot. I don't even know really where you're from.
Well, I'm from a Druid Grove.
Hey.
Clearly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gathered that from all the dead things in your beard and hair, but
Yep.
where specifically?
It's kind of a secret.
Well,
I also I don't really know. Like, I know how to get there, but I don't know like where it is.
well,
If that makes sense.
yeah, I guess through that thing that you were trying to get me to do through that tree.
And then some walking.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and I probably gotta find and talk to a couple guys and.
Well, what do you even do in a Druid Grove? Is it like a town or?
Well, yeah, I mean, really, it's just depending on where the grove is, kind of depends on what they do. Like, if they're in a forest, they're going to be protecting the forests, collecting history data. We do a lot of plants, big plants. I don't know if that was obvious. A lot of plants, a lot of potions.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you mean by collecting data? Like science or doing?
Yeah, like what's going on with animal, statistics, I guess is a way to say it.
Huh.
Tracking populations, diseases, preventable and otherwise,
Like what kind of diseases?
magic diseases, regular diseases, random
Huh. Like
arcane happenings.
What have you ever come across a magical disease? I've never even heard of that. Other than like maybe someone getting poisoned or something.
I guess I mean it's like maybe not well it might not be magical, but it's like we come across new stuff all the time that it's really easy to blame magic for things, so it's just a kind of a cop out most of the time.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. What is that? What brought you to Calipso? Are you trying to trace down to some sort of disease?
Yeah, essentially, there's like a new kind of rot coming around, kind of like off season too. And there's there's like new death strains kind of affecting out of season. Yeah,
Like,
so something's going on.
interesting. What do you mean by rot? Just like dead plants, or is that what you were doing the other day on the side of the road, like digging up dirt?
Yeah.
Huh. What do you think it comes from?
Brother, that's why we're out here. Things are going poorly.
Huh. Well,
Yeah. Getting held up in Calipso for 30 days really wasn't great. That was a tough, kind of put me off track a bit.
yeah. So what are you just trying to, I guess, figure out where it's coming from and stop it, and then go back to your grove and report it?
Or try to figure out a remedy. Yeah. You know.
Well, that is
So if
very.
you got any ideas,
Never even heard of that other than, I don't know, like rotten food and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, if you help me, I don't really know how you would, but if you can somehow help me get more information about this magical orb thing that I've been asking about, then I will do all I can to help you discover whatever it is this rock is.
all right. Well, I guess we'll probably just let's find a really old tree
So a really old tree.
maybe around it's probably around where the elves live. If we find a really old tree around where elves live, that might.
Hmm. Well, all right, yeah. I mean, I'll keep an eye out for old trees, and then I guess just keep talking to your plant people about if they've ever heard or felt or however they absorb information, I guess, about something called a celestial orb.
Hey, plant, you anything about a celestial orb come through here?
A lot of people talking about it.
What did you say?
Apparently, you're not the only one looking.
Really? How recently were people talking about it here?
Hey, plant, what are we talking? You talking like you heard him today in the lobby, or months ago, years ago?
I don't see the sun.
Don't have a concept of how many game nights ago would you say? How many what are these? What are these?
Auctions.
Auctions, thank you. How many auctions do you think?
There hasn't been one.
What did you say?
Since before you heard us talking about it.
Yes.
Wait, so what is he saying?
Today? This same day?
Yes.
Wow. So yeah, apparently people were talking about it today. There's a lead somewhere around here.
I don't know if it was a man or it sounded like you, or if it sounded more like a woman.
Do you got like was it like a serenading voice like mine, like a deeper, just baritone, beautiful, or was it kind of like a high pitched, more feminine, maybe a little bit raspy? What'd you hear?
I don't know. You all sound the same. Mostly, I'm a plant.
Yeah. Yeah, but to me you're so much more. So I'm really asking you to come through for me here. Was it like a group of people? Did you have multiple voices, or did you hear one guy talking to himself?
No, it was Nathaniel and another guy.
What did he say?
Nathaniel might know something. Apparently he was chatting with another guy.
I want to like look around and see if I see Nathaniel. Or is he
Anything
like,
on this other guy? First plant, anything on this other guy?
Just sounded like a normal guy.
Fair enough. You're a real hero. I tell you what, I'm gonna take you outside for this.
yeah.
When a random houseplant gives major breaking news.
The exclusive reason I stayed down here with you is because I knew I could talk to you without you lying to me. Well, do you see Nathaniel anywhere? I'm not like looking.
Yeah, he's around.
He's gotta be. He's a proctor.
Now the question is I wonder if it's, do I mention it to him, and then him think that someone else is looking for it and maybe be less secretive about it? or
Well, the only thing here is you're looking for it for money.
Yeah, money. I mean, magic and magic like items is kind of what I do. If you haven't noticed,
I guess like if you
You
find it, like
take
keep it and
a
use it, or
shit
like
ton of psychic damage.
I do. Great. It's not.
You
It isn't.
are
It isn't for money. It
you
isn't for money.
you are lying.
It isn't for money.
You are lying.
Oh,
Can't put the genie back in the bottle.
true.
are you okay? Like what's wrong?
I'll tell you how okay I am.
Okay, enough that I gotta roll. And roll very well.
Son of a bitch.
Damn. 20 points of psychic
Oh
damage.
god, that actually hurts quite a bit.
I rolled extremely well.
Lies in my face.
4D. Yeah, you.
I would like stoop to a knee almost, not fully down, but I would definitely kind of like shudder.
He was mentally crippled for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, God. Well, I guess that's what happens when you don't say the exact honest answer in here.
See, that was a lie. That's fair. I'm
Yeah.
amazed it took that long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I tried my best. Well, I mean, truthfully, I'm after it for someone else.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think what it's going to come down to is if he finds out, we got to make sure if he does find out we're looking for it, he can't find out why, because then that gives him ammo.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that he just wants to get it to put up for auction here, maybe. So maybe it'll come up here again. I don't know.
Someone's trying to do something really cool or really bad, but also probably really cool with this thing. So that's what I think, at least. But
And I don't even know what it is, to be perfectly honest with you. I genuinely don't even know if it's what I'm looking for. But this many people are talking about it. It might very well be what it is I'm looking for.
So are there any like legends or something that we could like ask Nathaniel if he knows about it, so we don't have to like be like, hey, we know it exists, where is it? But more of like a, what do you know?
Too bad the Legends guy's in here. Girl, the Legends gal is in here.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is a library, but we have to really wait till we go back to Calipso or a much larger city than this to find out. I mean, Kit is extremely old, so maybe, but you'd be better off talking to her. Ever since she saw this tail on my neck, it hasn't been quite kosher.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? That was incredibly uncomfortable for me. I wasn't paying attention. I was just feeling really awkward. There's a lot of tension.
Oh, yeah.
I felt that.
It's a God, what are you guys called? Foxfolk?
Volpine?
Volpine. Yeah, it's a Volpine tail.
Oh.
It's been passed down in my clan for a very long time.
Is it like her mom's or something? Like there was some energy there.
I don't really know. I do know it was someone. I know it was someone very important, but I don't know who. Like, as in what they were to her.
Yeah, shit, bro. That's like saying "fuck you," like right to your face. That's.
I know, but I mean, it's a great honor to wear this. So.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys do it. You live in the desert, right?
I mean, definitely more. Is it desert or is it
What?
where I live?
It's a fucking desert.
It's a fucking desert.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I do.
It's the Grand Canyon, basically, but on like a massive, massive scale.
What kind of plants you guys got out there?
Not a lot. I mean, there's these pokey ones. They're kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen a cactus before, but lots of dead, like really small shrubs and stuff. Probably nothing old. Nothing survives out there very long.
Sounds awful. But
it's really not as bad as you think. It's kind of a nice, very private area.
I mean, you're wearing mutilated corpses. You're
well, I mean,
got no plants. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just
mutilated corpses, but you are also wearing mutilated corpses.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. There's no judgment. This wasn't a judgment. I'm just spitting.
Oh. See, you know what? I knew we got off on the wrong foot.
I know two things about you, Kaz. Murder, you like it. You're about it. And there's just something that unsettles me about you. I don't know what, but I think you're honest enough.
Well, I'll
You only almost died talking to me in here, so it's like it's not like you fully died.
that was pretty rough. I still have a splitting headache actually. I'm trying to take another big gulp of my drink.
I think the girls and boys clubs is going to be good. Do you want me to ask Nathaniel about this orb? If I ask, I don't know anything, and he's not gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe just make mention of it or something like that. Say you heard it from like I don't know, a town crier or someone in Calipso. I don't know.
Okay. And I want to try to find Nathaniel.
Yeah, he's easy to find. You can search him out.
I love Henry's face. I'm wondering what Pandora's box are we about to open?
Before we do, Brom, what are you up to? Are you going
I just
upstairs?
went to bed.
You're gonna go to bed?
Yeah. I was gonna go to the. Yeah, I'll just do it first thing in the morning.
Okay. Cool. So you go to take a long rest. Henry is going upstairs to take a long rest. Could anyone upstairs take a long rest? Well, Henry's not really doing a long rest, but there's stuff happening in the background. Ben Sire. I mean, he's got his rat out running around doing rat stuff.
Blue rats.
You find Nathaniel.
Okay. Hey, Nathaniel, I just had a quick question. Things are about wrapping up here, right? You're good. The third item's gone.
No, it's ongoing.
Wow, this is a long thing. Well, why I got you for a second. So I've been here. I heard tell about this thing called like some kind of like it's. So I heard like God orb, some kind of orb, celestial.
This man's face for literally any form.
You take 3 psychic damage when you say God orb, because you know that it's
called the celestial.
the celestial orb.
I don't know that that's what it's called. That's what I've heard it. Yeah. Okay. I don't know about it, except for what it's called. Do you know anything about this?
Only that people claiming to be from the Empire are supposedly looking for it, and that people from the East are looking for it.
The Empire. Interesting. Well, people from the East? What is that? Is that just like who's from the East? Help me out here, Nathaniel.
Elves.
Yeah, I was right. Hell yeah. See, that's what my thought was elves.
I can see the reflection of the map in your glasses.
No, that's not open.
No, it's not. Oh, I'm seeing us.
In the map behind you.
Yeah.
Why are you cheating?
I could click to it if I need to. But no, it was just like the kind of the vibe of celestial orb and elves. Anyway, okay, so people from the East and the Empire, and that's all you got? There's like they don't know what they want to do with it. Like, well, why? Like I feel like if you're looking for something, like I'm looking for stuff, but like there's I know why. Like, why are people looking for this thing?
I'm sure they know why, but I don't know why because I don't ask questions. For moments like these, when ne'er-do-wells would take advantage of my own magic and try to extort information from me.
First of all, I ne'er do wrong, and second of all, continue.
No, you're a ne'er-do-well.
Mm.
You sat quietly. You didn't play the game. You didn't lie. You didn't extort. You didn't bribe. You didn't threaten.
Ne'er do bad. I ne'er do bad. I do well and good most of the time. The fact that I'm not taking psychic damage here is these are facts. I'm a good boy. I'm a good egg.
A good egg.
I'm a good egg, Nathaniel.
So, that is all that Nathaniel has. He kind of just like stares at you. Just like,
go away.
All right, I'll write you. I'm going to write you a letter. If you find anything out, just write me back. That'll be great. Thanks. Nathaniel.
I'm not going to write you a letter.
We'll see what's in my letter. You don't know yet.
No. I know that I'm not going to write you a letter.
All right, Nathaniel, you say that now.
You remember that the truth circle is up and he's spitting absolute fact.
Boy is not going to be pen pals.
You gotta read the letter. You gotta read the letter.
Henry.
Anyway, I'm taking this plan. Have a great night. And I'm gonna leave.
Henry, as you open your door to your room, you are immediately flummoxed
Good word.
and close the door behind you. Sitting on the bed in front of you, with no explanation, is an egg. A large egg, about a foot tall, about 6 inches wide.
Is there a health bar above it?
Sorry, I couldn't hold it.
You feel a deep stirring in yourself, tied to chronergy magic.
Hmm. This is quite peculiar. Kit was in here earlier. Do Vulpine lay eggs? No, that can't be right. What? Approach the egg, and I don't want to touch it, but I'm like, scope out the room, make sure there's no one in here. This is setting off some alarms. I'm going to take 10 minutes with this egg, kind of trying to, like weird feelings, trying to push that aside for a second to go about identifying this egg.
Yeah. Yeah. The egg is inherently magical. It doesn't take you 10 minutes to kind of guess what it is. But by the end of the 10 minutes, you know inherently what it is. This is a dragon egg. Specifically, this is a time dragon egg.
What color is that?
The best dragon.
Color of time, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
Jeez, fucking noobs. Oh, it's curious. I wonder, I mean, this has to do. It's that card I drew. It has to be. But this is interesting magic. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna reach out and pick up the egg.
Yeah.
Get it. I must keep this safe. How do I do that? I can't really hide it. Shit, how do I hatch you? Oh, I know nothing about caring for children. Okay. I'm gonna tuck it like in the bed, like lay the sheets over it, and kind of go about thinking if I recall anything about dragon eggs and any kind of just dragon information that I may have.
Sure, make an Arcana check.
You just sit on it.
Henry failed home economics.
Arcana, that is a 22.
22. You recall much about dragons. Typically, dragon eggs hatch with heat in a normal gestation period. Time dragons are a specific difference. Time dragons are the only dragon, other than like celestial dragons or like psychic dragons, whose eggs hatch in a different manner. You recall that time dragons have never been hatched in captivity because time dragons' eggs require a large burst of powerful chronergy magic to hatch them. stronger than any human has ever been able to replicate.
Oof.
Interesting. This is. This will be quite the challenge.
No.
Well, Eggy, I'm gonna keep you around, and
Good egg.
I'm gonna do this. Okay, interesting. And I'm gonna start pulling out some parchment and start writing notes on how I think like I can build a spell powerful enough to hatch this egg.
Huh? So, with that, okay, Kit.
One thing, because I said I would do this last session, for Vin, before I go to bed, I would like to sit down and take my amulet off and just sort of like hold it in between my paws.
Okay.
And I would like to ask my 3 questions to the Sacred Soul. Firstly, is this rot magical in nature? Which we kind of deciphered already, but I want transparency. Secondly, is this rot evil? And then third curveball, are we in harm? Does Henry pose harm to the greater group?
Of course he does. He's an old man.
Third little curveball, because I was after fresh on the brain.
Yeah.
Whenever the soul wants to get to me on that one.
You get back a positive sense on all 3. As in, yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. Kit's gonna then take out a little notebook for Vin's purposes and write down her findings from the magical research into the rot, but she's going to just keep mental note of the person commonly known as Henry Bibbleston.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she will go to bed.
And with that, with most of the party in bed, the rest of the party, 2 of the party, I should just say, 2 of the party members downstairs still, we will go to break. And we will come back in a little bit. And we will pick up right then and there with Kazimak and Vinsire wrapping up their evening downstairs and moving upstairs. So, take a little break. We'll be right back. And welcome back from break. Welcome back to Dungeons After Dark, where we pick up with Vinsire and Kazimak still in the sub-basement area, the auction area, for the Shadowy Emporium. What are you two doing?
What are we doing?
Well, we just finished talking about you had literally just finished.
I declared that I was commandeering this plant
Yes.
for science.
Yes.
He understood.
All right. So Vince, are you? Did he know about it? What did he tell you?
All he said was that he knows about it. And then he says he doesn't ask questions, and then that's all he knows about it. And then he said he's never going to write me a letter. Kind of hurt my feelings, so I got a little defensive, but, you know.
Gotta work on your question asking skills, especially in a room that makes people not be able to lie.
Yeah, I asked him what he knows, and then he said nothing.
Huh. Well, did he give you any ideas to who might know or where we can go to find more information about this?
No, he did not.
That is a lie.
Did he? What did he say?
You found out it was the elves that could give you more information.
Oh, I can't. Nothing that I hadn't already extrapolated with my genius.
Oh, Kazmak doesn't know these things.
I gotta talk to the elves.
Oh,
That was the plan.
yeah. I mean, I guess that does make sense. Are they inherently friendly?
I've never met their lead. I don't know.
See, this is actually really problematic. Because I don't think they would be very friendly to me.
I'm a tiefling.
Yeah, I mean, you might be good.
They didn't like me in Calipso very much.
Oh, damn. Maybe I don't know. That might just be the nature of the location. If we go north to talk to the elves, I can promise they'll probably kill me on sight. Which I would usually be fine for a scuffle, but not against the whole community.
I mean, look at that. I got a kit for that. I got some. I'm prepared for this.
Okay. All right.
We can slap a wig on you, some lipstick, a little bit of white powder. We could say you know Bartholomew and that you're with the circus and that you're just kind of, you know.
All right. Hey, if you think it would work, sure. I'm not super
I can't lie to you here, so I guess that is what I think.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna kind of look around. It seems like it's kind of starting to clear out, and it is probably very late. Feels late, anyways. You wanna head back to the?
It's 11 p.m. You have a point of exhaustion.
You want to head back to? Well, we get along this. Do you want to go back to the bar, grab keys, and then maybe right before bed we can see what happens if we poke that little guy?
Sure.
Ooh, perfect.
Let's get out of here.
You know, you're really not that bad, Vinsire. And I'm gonna like turn and start to like walk out.
Magic item ruined. Poked.
Just
Now it's just a banner.
and then yeah, I'm gonna get some keys, and then I wanna
Silver.
do this.
All right.
It's a goal for the night.
Gold.
A gold.
That is 10 silver.
1 gold.
In this economy.
I kind of have like the thing like stuffed into like my, for lack of a term, belt or like sash I got around my waist. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull out the little guy. I'm just gonna.
Let's go to the room first, so it's not quite in public too much.
I mean, it's my shit.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast comprehend languages again. It's been an hour, so I assume it would have run out by now. All right. Let's see what happens.
I guess.
Yeah, tell us.
I mean, she's like, how do you want to like? What do you want? This is your deal. You're the killer guy.
It's supposed to just reappear, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
So if we kill it, maybe we'll get a different one. But nicer, or who knows?
Michael, you gonna be nicer? In Infernal?
No.
You guys just throwing me off. What do you say?
No.
No. So yeah, can him. Get him. Got him.
All right, I'm gonna like raise my hand a little bit just in case anything weird. Like I don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna like and attempt to like stab it.
Yeah. The closet disappears in a puff of smoke, and as the smoke dissipates, a new closet is standing in its place. It's rattling the cage.
Calm down. Relax.
Look out! I can roll your throats.
That's so sick. Sam.
Yeah, puff of smoke, new closet.
Oh, here. I'm gonna like hand it to you.
I mean, I was cool to watch, but I'm good.
It's
Whenever
actually,
you need, whenever you need to release some stress, Kaz, you just let
you
me
know what? That's actually really fun.
Fair enough. Whenever you need it, you call me. We're gonna go.
Alright. Well, I guess probably should turn in for bed.
I'm gonna learn all I can about this guy tonight.
All right. You know what? Maybe just one more before bed. Stab. And then
Puff of smoke, new closet.
I'm gonna learn all about this guy tonight.
I'm gonna like
I
chuckle.
just want to take off the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, man, you know what? This has been a good night, Vince. I'm like turn and like walk to my room.
Yeah, have a good night. This is strange, and I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. So as you guys go to a long rest, contemplating the day in front of you tomorrow, you think about your return to Calipso. You think about the tasks that you were given there. You think about your individual journeys up to this point, your individual searches, reasons for being here, winding up here so far. Henry being sent here by his village, Kitsune for his people, etc. Per people, excuse me. So, as you guys drift into your long rest, you wake up the next morning feeling long rested. Who knew?
Longly rested.
Who
15th day of the 11th month.
Long may they rest.
I would probably wake up relatively early, and I'm gonna be at Insider's door. Like,
You gotta get one in already.
yeah, I actually had a crazy dream last night that, every single monster we fought, when I stabbed it, it just turned to dust. So I just had to get one more in for morning.
Yeah, I mean, this was Callum. He was pretty cool. He was chill. I went through like 17 last night before bed. This was the last one that didn't tell me to kill myself. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Get after it.
this could be a fun game. Mainly fun for Andrew saying, in a puff of smoke.
I'm not going to keep saying
Damn
it.
it. That's the fun part.
It's a waste of my time and effort and energy. In a puff of smoke, the closet disappears and a new one appears in its space.
All right, let's go get some breakfast.
All right, sounds good.
When I see you guys down at wherever breakfast is served, There's no
breakfast. There's no breakfast to be had here.
All right, whenever I find you guys staying there looking for breakfast in the lobby, just to find out there's no Continental at this place, is the banner just tucked in your belt?
Yeah. Yep.
Firstly, can you describe to me, is your belt one of those standard belts, or is it one of those cool potion belts that hold?
No, it's more like a multiple. It's like a sash that's been tied like 3 or 4 times.
And then I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna like squat down next to the little cage. Good morning, Michael. And I'm gonna like tap the cage. Does the closet look entirely different, or do they look generally the same?
Look generally the same.
I'm gonna look.
How did you sleep, little guy?
I'm gonna look at Vince Sire and kind of like,
I'm gonna just look.
You're gonna claw your eyes out.
He said it was a great night, and he actually kind of enjoys my company. So I think this is going to be good.
Oh, I like look up at you. I'm glad you two are bonding.
This is good.
Well, where's the rest of the party? Sleeping?
Henry died in his sleep.
Huh.
Oh,
Rob
it's a
was pretty tired
possibility.
last night. I don't know. He might have just been.
He had a long night. I'm sure he was just getting some shut eye.
Did
I'm sure they'll join us.
I'm sorry?
Is that everything I Wow.
Ebony,
Ebony,
and ivory.
I cannot say it. Ebony.
You won't know
ivory.
until you go there.
Okay, I want to head there.
Okay.
Just past the group in the lobby.
Hey, Rom.
Did Philip ever find where Mark lived?
What the fuck?
Yes.
You don't remember
She
Zuckerberg?
followed Mark back to a.
So I followed this asshole back to his house. You weren't awake, so I just went to sleep because that seemed the responsible thing to do. So this asshole, he went back to his house. He lives like a mile from here in town.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you. Did you get the cheese I left out for you?
I did. I ate the entire brick.
Good.
Just-
You earned it.
A ball with legs, like kind of rolling
Oh.
at this point.
And there was things for you.
And on the nightstand, there is a scroll, which you already have the contents of. And there is a wand.
Hmm.
Don't smell it.
A wand, you say?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Never use leftover ones in creepy motel rooms, okay? Public service announcement.
Ooh, wonderful. All right, well, Philip, good work as always. I owe you. I'll pocket the things and look at the dragon egg and can I mean it's gonna be lumpy, but can I like fit it in my bag or
Yeah, you can put it in your bag.
All right.
Weighs about 20 pounds.
Damn.
Ugh. Get in there. It's gonna have to do more Tai Chi or something. This is a little strong. All right. Away we go. Let's see if they have breakfast at this place.
Yeah, as you guys go downstairs, Van Ness goes downstairs as well. You'll see that there is no breakfast at all. There's no food. Asking the bartender or the waiter staff, any of those people, reveals that the food is to be had on the street. There's like people selling from like carts and stuff. There's like restaurants that you can grab food from as well.
That's where I'll head. I'll be lining over there.
Yeah, same.
I'll follow Vinsar, get some breakfast street tacos.
Oh,
Sure.
wait,
I won big yesterday, so I'm gonna buy for the party.
Sure. As you guys step outside, there's a little restaurant like a little ways down the road here, like not even a block. They're selling like breakfast food. It's like burritos, basically.
Burrito.
It's like imagine like a piece of bread, like a bread bowl essentially, with like stuff with like egg, sausage, and potatoes.
Ooh.
Brom, are you around for this, or are you?
Brahma's heading towards the Ebony and Ivory currently.
So not anywhere remotely near us.
Nope.
Is he within
Okay.
50 feet?
Nope.
Oh.
I'll throw it at him. Okay. Let me get what was that? So 1, 2, 3. Henry,
The math is 5.
5. Yeah, can I get 5 of them? However much gold that is.
Yeah, it's just 5 silver.
Oh my gosh. My boy, here's a full gold. Keep the change.
Wait, what?
Thank you, sir.
I know these are great. Load them up.
Yep, 5 of them for you guys. Dishes them out, and you are set.
When you get next to me, Vin, I'm gonna be holding mine, and I'm like, "You want some toppings?" And I'm gonna pull out the jar of pickled herring, and I'm gonna start just like crumpling it onto the top of my breakfast bowl.
Yeah, let's finish that thing off. Let's finish that jar off.
I'll like fish my finger in the jar. I got 5 more. Everyone can have one if they want.
Disgusting.
Once we get rid of the herrings, we can drink the juice, and that's the good stuff.
Henry vomits.
Henry, I'm just like hold one and like dangle it. And
You guys
like,
watch as
little
Henry
oil-
projectile vomits everywhere.
I'd start casting prestidigitation, try and get rid of the smell of the fucking herring she's holding in front of my face. Like,
You need to eat. It's you drank a lot last night, and you have an empty stomach, and I'll just like dangle it in your face.
Please, for the love of God, gods, all of them, the whole. Ah.
I guess. Well, no, that varies person to person. All right.
All right. Well, I mean, more for us, Sire, and I'll just like clip Henry's rations in half, and I'll put an extra half in yours and an extra half in mine. Anyone else?
A 4.
3 more.
All right, you let me know when they're gone. I'm gonna drink that juice.
I mean, really, I could just, we could put them all in our food, and then you can have the jar.
That's up to you. I don't. This is your food. I don't want to take your food.
Well, we're celebrating, and I'll spread the rest of them out, and I'll give you the jar of pickled herring juice.
This is
have at it.
I got a bread bowl with eggs, potatoes,
And look, and I'll give you the jar au jus.
pickled herring, bunch of pickled herring, too much pickled herring, probably.
Yeah.
Gross.
I would argue that any pickled herring's too much pickled
And a
herring.
pickled herring. I roll a natural 20, so Vin loves it. This is great. This is the perfect breakfast. Washing it down with some pickled herring juice.
Ew.
We'll have to stop back at Good Grass, and maybe we'll find those salesmen again.
Do you think they sell the juice?
Never again. They died.
Thank God.
They were eaten by a dragon.
I mean,
Can we just get rid of the middleman and just take out the herring and just have the herring juice, please?
Yeah. They sell that? This is good stuff. You want to try it?
There's not much left in the jar. You can just finish it.
Gross.
Maybe Henry will want it. Henry?
No.
I,
Henry, what's in your backpack?
What?
yeah, it is
Oh.
acid.
Oh.
When you projectile vomited, I saw the giant lumpy lump.
Keep it down. Keep it down. Something I don't quite understand it, but I'll explain it later when we're not in public. But it's very intriguing and could be potentially helpful to all of us.
Is it
Please lean back. I can smell your breath. I need you. I need you. Prestidigitation. I'm just. Please.
did you take that halfling fellow from that spot downstairs? Is that what's in there?
Did I take a person? No. I did not take a person. Nope. No, Kazimak, I did not.
Alright, I don't know.
You can't not blame him for asking that question.
It is a fair question. You never know. We do need someone to help us rebuild the keep, so it's a fair question.
It was a fair question.
Sure. Okay.
I think Vittorio will staff the repairs himself. I don't think we need to just snag people,
Yeah.
literally and figuratively, to do the job.
Well, I mean, you never know. Maybe we could use extra hands.
I mean, we could hire a butler or something. I don't know if you want to kidnap the people that are gonna do work for you. Typically, I don't think that ends well.
You know, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Is that why you guys still live in the desert? That's like desolate.
yeah, not necessarily. I mean, desolate to most, but
Well, yeah, it's pretty desolate.
keeps everyone else away.
Yeah.
It's on the way there.
Oh, don't think many people are trying.
More often than you think. Believe it or not. But I mean, speaking of traveling, where is Brom? Are we gonna go ahead and make our way to Calipso today?
I'll point over into the crowd, and we'll see a giant Luxodon walking towards the shops. He made mention about he's over there. He's trying to go, I think, peddle something, maybe pick up some stuff.
So, Brom, as you're going, you make your way there pretty quickly. It's not that far. It's about a 5-minute walk, but by the time you get there, shop is open, just opening. You see him flipping the sign as you walk up. It is 8 o'clock. What would you like to do as you walk into the store?
Is it Eleanor or Xavier that's going to be there?
They run the shop together.
So they're both there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said they're always like in tow together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be like, good morning, Eleanor, Xavier. I have a quick question to ask. In the recent many moons or years, have anyone of my kind come through here?
None that have come through our shop, no.
Have you ever heard or known of anyone that's spoken of my kind? Since my kind is very rare in these world.
Not that I recall, no.
Okay. Can you tell me more about Europe? What is up there, if you know anything at all?
It's a fishing town, known for its boats and ships, and its fish. It has a couple hundred people that call it home, and then its twin sister, Volovine, is also home to a couple hundred people, also known for its ships, also known for its fish.
I'm sorry to terribly ask this many questions this morning, but the road to Yor is it perilous, treacherous? Is it pretty safe like the King's Road or
So, no, it's not. No one really patrols the central road. No one patrols the roads north. No one lays claim to those borders, so highwaymen abound unless you can afford personal security.
okay.
Is that all? Or...
I'm thinking maybe. Hmm. Uh, has anyone here come across anyone of the Great Empire? Has anyone come through here of that?
Has a member of the Grey Empire come through our doors? No.
Have you heard rumors or inklings? Because
Yeah, we hear many rumors. In the last month, there's been repeated sightings of a group referring to themselves as the Grey Legion, the Grey Emperor, proclaiming that the Grey Emperor has returned and the Grey Empire itself has returned. But though they were clad in mithril armor, I believe that if the Grey Emperor were to come back, he would do so with a vengeance, not with a measly few hundred men. So I bear no stock, none. Eleanor chimes in, none.
would you consider Blackmoor to be a bastion of safety from the Grey Empire, or is it a land of no rules here on this island?
You're not hearing me. There is no Grey Empire. Hasn't been for over 100 years. Whatever's left of it would easily be defeated by the three big cities. So we have nothing to worry. In Blackmoor, what do we have? A casino. What strategic importance do we have? None.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate it.
You are very welcome.
And
Did you want to buy something?
well, since I'm here, I will take a look at your inventory, please.
Please don't look if you can't afford it. If you just came here to hassle and ask questions, that's fine, but it is early. Most of our things are for a home. Do you own a home? Like, he's like super condescending.
Actually, as a matter of fact, as of last night, my group has come inquired of a home.
Well, we have a couple of things that you might be interested in. We have these lovely dragon statuettes, these beautiful tapestries. He shows you these like real beautiful exotic silk tapestries. Um, we have this engraved spyglass. I believe I showed this to you all yesterday as well.
Ah, other members of the group were looking at this. They were more intrigued about it than I was.
Well, nonetheless, Here it is. He holds up this like antique spyglass. It's a scrying spyglass.
I forget how much you told my
800 gold.
Well, what does it do exactly? I can view anything into it?
If you are familiar with an object or a person, you can focus on them in your mind's eye and look through the spyglass, and you should be able to see them.
I will take it.
Okay. The shopkeeper, surprised, like wraps it up. He goes, "I'll wrap it up for you." Gives it to Eleanor. She goes over, wraps it up gingerly. She comes back. She goes, "I hope you find this item to be satisfactory. It's one of our finest." And she like hands it over to you. She wrapped it in this nice little brown like cloth.
Mhm.
Hands it to you. Takes the 800 gold. Marks it off as item list. Okay. You are the proud owner of an antique engraved spyglass that allows you to cast the scrying spell.
All right, I dip, you dip, we dip. I'm out of there.
The big money spender over here. Wake up, throw bands at people.
Following.
And then I'll just head back to the group.
Okay.
Oh, Grom, we were just getting ready to kind of figure out what we were gonna go do.
What is that awful smell?
Yeah, they were eating the pickled herring again.
Ben, are you still?
I'm gonna take my trunk and it's just gonna go down my robe, like to get away from the smell.
BO smell.
I feel like
I smell myself.
as I'm finishing the pick, like the juice. What?
I mean, if you're hungry, Brom, this guy back here is selling like breakfast bowls.
Silver for a bowl?
I'll show my like crumbled pickled herring half-eaten bread bowl.
We
Yeah,
added
it's pretty good.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, we added the herring.
Thanks, baby.
Oh, did you buy that spyglass? It is literally the size of like a wardrobe mirror.
No, it's not.
That's what you told me when I went to look at it.
That's not the spyglass. You were looking at the enchanted mirror.
Oh.
Bitch, I'm the bad.
Get wrecked, nerd.
What did you do? I don't know, rephrase my question. Wait, did you need to find anything useful at the store? Hey, they have anything new from yesterday?
No, nothing new, just information.
Oh, what were you looking for?
Nothing in particular.
Okay. Can I make an insight check?
Why would you be? How would you? What are you looking for? How could you possibly get anything from his body language?
Proof. It doesn't make any. Fine, I won't.
If he was
Because
going,
me as Tucker is upset that him as Michael won't tell me what he bought.
yeah,
He left without talking to the group is standard practice, but walked all the way there, got information of nothing important. So why would you walk all that way to ask a question that's not important?
he didn't say the question was important, not important.
Yeah, I said, what?
No. He
what were
never
you
said
looking
that.
for? And he said nothing of importance.
Yeah, but he didn't say that the question he asked.
Said nothing in particular. That doesn't mean it was not important.
Yeah, there's nothing for you to insight check.
Okay, I'm good. Got my best.
Kazmak, he's just maybe just getting his morning steps in, you know? I mean, he's not a breakfast bowl with herring kind of guy, clearly.
I don't think many people are breakfast bowls with herring people.
I mean, 2/5 of this group is breakfast bowl with herring. So I mean, it's a pretty decent, ratio.
If you must know, I was trying to convert someone from last night.
No. You and your young gods.
Now you can insight check him.
While they're doing this, I want to pull a clear cyan potion from my pocket. Like take a sip of it, swish it around my mouth,
15.
spit it out, and I'll offer it to Kit. I'm like, this So it'll help with the smells that they're all complaining about. It should be
What smell?
the herring.
Isn't that's a bad thing?
Not a bad thing.
It's
but
awful.
If you wanted to freshen your breath a little bit.
You telling me you don't like the smell of your breakfast? Like remind you how good the meal was?
Personally, I don't really smell it, so I don't. This is for other people currently.
Then that's where you're failing. You care too much about what other people think.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll put it back in my pocket.
I mean, if you want me to try it, I'll try it. I've never had whatever it is that you have.
Yeah, I mean, it's super alcoholic, very peppery, burning sensation. But
Can you drink it?
no, you swish it around. I mean, I guess it's not bad to drink, but I normally don't. Because my mouth isn't like rotting away. It helps with that too. It's just an overall,
Okay.
just
So
kind of a
take
cleanser.
the bottle from you. How much do you drink?
Yeah, just a sip. That bottle's like 20 some doses. So
Okay. So like take in a cap full and swish around the cyan liquid.
yeah,
Not really knowing what to do. Like, when do I spit it out?
when it hurts enough. Yeah, that's free.
Not gonna lie, I wish I hadn't done that so recently to eating. It's kind of a weird taste now.
I enjoy
I
it.
should, I should try drinking some orange juice.
What's that?
It's so spicy.
Well,
It's orange juice you speak of.
Juice from an orange. Are you okay?
What is this orange you speak of?
Forgive me, Father.
well,
Pinfire, sometimes you just sometimes.
he we did a little celebrating last night. He drank a couple drinks, so it still might be the liquor talk.
I would like to go. Like whatever we're doing now. I forget about it. I'm running away from here. I have to go find plant, and I need to go plant. So I'm gonna go take the next 15 to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you and just reveal the details of my night of it being magical and evil.
Oh, very kind of you. Thank you.
I
The
mean,
evil part's concerning.
Probably you didn't know, but yeah, it's not good.
Magical was I was feeling, but evil, wasn't even on the cards. Evil.
Yeah, the soul said it's not good.
Well, wonderful. Well, plant, you hear that? You sure you want to get planted in the earth?
Well, I think I do. The sun's really nice.
Okay.
The hurts. I feel like I belong here.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll just literally, I'll dig a hole. Plant. There you go, man. Fill them up. I'll get a little water in there. Get them nice and good. I'm gonna
Wow,
make sure he's in like a secluded area. He's not gonna get stomped. He's not in the middle of a path. To be clear.
Middle of the road.
No, bro.
wow, it sure is nice here in the middle of this path.
Not where you are. You're a liar. You don't know where you are. You've never been here before, Plant. You don't know what this is.
You shut up, you.
I have a concept of paths.
Oh
Well,
man, there's
keep
the
an ear
horse.
out then.
If I see Vinsire squatting in the middle of the road,
No, he's not in the middle of the road. He's off the side. He's planting a potted. He's the potted plant he took from the Shadowy Emporium. He is now planting among other plants that look nothing like house plants.
I asked one quick question about the scenery. Is there any grazing animals in the river?
Not that you see, no.
It's actually
Welcome to the rice paddies, bitch.
I mean, his roots would survive, maybe, you know?
no,
Yeah, you successfully plant.
Gee golly, that was so nice.
All right,
Thanks.
remember me. I need you to keep an ear out. I'll be back, and I'm going to...
Got it, Vansire.
Thank you, sir. All right, have a good life.
You too, Vansire.
I'll see you again. All right. And I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving now. Enjoy your new friends.
Look for plant in plants.
And now I got a guy on the inside. He's constantly
plant?
listening. He's got his ears peeled.
What kind of plant is plant, and what kind of plants is plant around?
The planty kind.
Bro, don't ask me questions I don't know the answer to.
There's no card.
You created this monster.
It's a normal fucking house plant, and it's being put around coniferous forest type like ferns, oak trees.
Oh boy, Amy.
I straightened the plants around out. All right, he's gonna be fine.
He's gonna feel the.
Not happening. They're bullying me already.
The roots are kicking me out.
When I come back, you let me know. I'll kill them all.
Unless you did.
Do you hear the other plants?
Psychopaths.
What are the
constantly
coniferous
hear
plants? What are the coniferous plants saying to plant?
There are no coniferous plants.
I would love to tell you guys, but I don't care enough to translate.
Well, I mean, speaking of plants, you want to try to do that little trick to get us down to Calipso rather than us spending a few days walking?
We want to go right now?
Well, we need the horses. We can't forget our horses. A very impressive horse here.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Could we take the horses through the tree?
We got 6 seconds.
Then yeah, we all sprint.
Is that a yes?
I don't see why not.
And do we want to just sell majority of them and just keep midnight? Or do we want to just risk it for the biscuit?
I'm gonna take mine, I think. I mean, we should probably,
Is my horse's name Jason?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Hey,
Jimmy.
I like trains.
all right, well, I guess I'll go collect my horse and then do whatever you gotta do to, I don't even know what it is you're gonna do, but whatever you gotta do.
Henry, you good? You got anything you need to do?
I just gotta go get midnight.
I'm gonna make my way over to the.
Do you want to make friends with any trees here, in town?
I mean, I'm gonna have to. So that's why we'll get the horses. We'll just meet, and then we'll all unanimously pick a tree together, and then, because we're already here, so that's 90% of the mission is accomplished.
Okay. So, as you guys go back, you get your horses, you get set, get all your stuff, you find a suitable tree, probably about a block from the center of town. There's a park. You find a suitable oak tree, nice and old, probably around 110, 115 years old. Hey there, gonna make an old gate, huh?
Is that all right?
That's fine.
Perfect.
Be the first one to play in my trunk.
What?
You flirting with me?
A little.
This is gonna feel great.
Mm.
We run this horse through your trunk.
I'm gonna put my hand on the trunk, and I'm gonna connect, go deeper, make sure I'm gonna plant my seed in here. Yeah, I'm getting to know this tree, guys.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna rip open some teleport via plants.
Transport via plants.
For that same tree I popped out of in Calipso, session 1.
Okay. So you step out of a tree about a mile away from Calipso. You're east of Calipso now. So you're about a mile east of Calipso. You can see the tower in the distance. You all step through the plant, hold your breath, not knowing what's coming, and step out. You all are in view of Calipso. You have skipped about 3.5, 4 days worth of travel and are about a mile outside of town. So, as you guys land, mount your horses, cut through the small talk, and then you get on your horses. What would you guys like to do and say as you start moving towards Calipso?
Man, sorry. You could do that this whole time and we had to walk all the way to all the way north?
I've never been there before. I told you this.
Oh yeah, I guess well. Now that you've been there, can we get there like how we just got here?
Yep.
That is fascinating.
Same
Can
tree.
you do that anywhere you've been?
And then I got one in good grass too, but that's it.
Well, Blackmore, the
Well,
the
that one
bastion.
that we just came from, yeah.
Well, the
And the
bastion.
one outside yeah, that's true. So there's 4 now.
Interesting.
Well, do
Interesting.
we want to just handle business right away? Go to the tower, drop this head off, or
Well, before we do, I wanted to show you guys something.
yeah, your big secret,
Yes.
the
Yes.
not little man.
There's no person in my bag. It's not a person.
Hey, I wouldn't judge it for what's.
At least I don't think so, to be perfectly frank. But no, I know it's not a person. And I'll turn around and I'll pull out this giant egg and I'll be like, so
This could open up a real debate on personhood.
yeah, true. I mean, if it's a sentient creature, then I guess you consider it people. But this is a dragon egg, everybody.
So 2 questions then.
Yes.
One, how did you get a dragon egg? And then, why are you just now telling us about it?
How do we cook it?
Okay. So in order, how did I get the dragon egg? Truly don't know. Just showed up in my room. I'm flabbergasted. I truly don't know, but I took the time and I discovered that it was a dragon egg. I don't know if this is some weird prank or I mean it's a really weird prank. I mean this is
John?
pretty cool. It's a time dragon egg, which is truly fascinating. So this is gonna be my little project to make hatch.
So,
Second off, actually, let me do the last thing first. We're not gonna cook it.
Okay.
It's not food. This is
Fair enough.
friend.
Hand up.
Make that distinction clear.
Is this thing safe?
yeah, I mean, you did say
Yeah, it's an egg.
Well, yeah. Let's not forget the part that you said it's a dragon egg.
Yeah,
And a time dragon egg. What is that?
it's a time dragon.
you keep saying
Maybe
that.
time dragon.
I don't even know what that is.
How are me and Henry the only 2 people here who know what a time dragon are?
I not interact. I will be the put my hand up, tell the truth. I've never interacted with a dragon, let alone a time dragon. This is the first time I've seen a dragon egg. So you're being very nonchalant about something that happens probably once in a million times.
But it's truly fascinating. I really don't know. I mean, some ridiculously powerful form of magic must have placed it there. Otherwise, I would have been able to tell how it got there. And I couldn't, so that's fascinating. How did it even get there? And then,
Well,
the power contained within this egg is truly just. I mean, it's just fascinating.
do you think it has anything to do with? Remember how you told us you did something in that tent?
I got my fortune told to me. Yeah.
And you alluded to.
And what happened at the end of that, huh?
Yeah, you
I
said
left the tent.
But before that,
That's not what I remember you saying.
did you get a little something at the end there, my man, that you're not telling us about? On a totally different wavelength.
Above the table, to be fair, he explicitly lied to my face because I asked him about picking cards, and I did not pass the insight check.
Hey, you guys have no idea.
I'm asking him if he got a HJ on the way out,
I will say I tried. I mean, that woman. I had a feeling she
Henry,
could do some things, but alas, my advances were forestalled, and I left blue balled, as they say. But
Henry, a more serious question. Are you ready to be a father?
oh, I've never considered that.
You don't have any kids, Henry?
No children. Never had any children.
I find that kind of hard to believe. If you say you're such a ladies' man,
But you have no
in a wooer,
children.
but you have never fathered a child.
All I can say is Henry's pullout game is pretty strong.
Yeah.
I mean, that or your swimmers are.
I mean, to be honest with you, all above fact, yes, that's totally could be a thing. I've never tried, to be honest with you, never something that interested me. But I mean, a father to
Aren't
a
wizards
dragon.
virgins? That's something I heard.
Henry, I hate
A
to be
good point. Yeah, a
I
lot of
hate
them
to
are.
be the downer here, but your pull-out game, as you say, is not strong because there's thing right in front of you.
Dear God, did I fuck a dragon?
I will pray for you.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if that is how that works, but
No, I think that must have been what happened. I must have gotten my memory wiped after I had some sort of intercourse with the dragon. And she left the child with me because she didn't want to keep it. That had to be what happened.
I don't
And my
think
memory is wiped.
do dragons lay eggs that quickly?
I mean, if my memory's wiped, who knows when this happened? I mean,
Well, then we better be on the lookout for whoever the mom is, because maybe she'll come back one day and want to take it back from you.
Yeah, clearly we all know time dragons are super common occurrences to see. So we'll probably see one, within the next week or so.
Well, we need to
They're
reach
also
out to them
apparently
because
super
expect-
horny.
single parent. He's gonna need to,
Morty, your grandfather and I have been soul bonded.
Just now seeing the staff.
Henry, in my time in Calipso, all I've heard is alimony's a bitch.
well, look, all I'm saying is if we do find her, she's gonna owe us some back child support. If I
No,
can,
like you.
if I can
Fucking lunatics.
hey,
I mean, dragons
there's
do
no
have-
ring
wanna
on
be
this
clear.
finger.
if we ever run into a time dragon, you don't try to seduce it. I'm going to quit the game.
It's me, baby. I'm back.
Oh, you're a girl dragon.
I took very good care of Reginald.
Oh my god.
So yeah, yeah. This is the thing now. So I'm gonna try and focus on this for the next little bit. See if I can't get them to hatch and
Probably need some powerful time.
You're really leaning into the father figure.
I mean, you know what?
I have a hunch that you need very strong time magic.
I can only try. You know what else? I owe my child a chance. That's all I gotta.
Well, if you need any help, you let me know.
Can you just assure us that you will take nothing but the utmost amount of care with our safety? And I get it, this is your child now, but can you just assure us that we will not die in some weird time inferno and you trying to raise a dragon that you think you created, but you don't have any memory of doing?
That has to be it. I promise that I will try my best.
I'm gonna look at you.
Okay.
Works for me.
You wake up, we all wake up one day and it is eating you in your sleep. I will not help.
It's the way of the.
Sit down.
It's the circle of life. I would completely understand.
It's a bit incestuous, but
Not what the word. Not. I don't think that word means no. I don't
Well,
think so.
Now that we kind of know your newfound responsibility of raising a human killing beast, what now?
is that not kind of what you are?
That's fair.
Ooh.
But I'm already raised.
That's fair.
But I am a human killing beast, yes.
You seem in control. You haven't killed us yet. You'll be a good role model for this child. See, Uncle Kaz was here.
See, the thing about parenthood is it never ends. So,
And also, I'm pretty sure those are immortal. No, right?
but
Oh,
very long.
Oh,
time.
I mean, we're in Calipso, right? I mean, why we could probably go to the library. They've got to have something on these things, right?
Yeah, I mean, watch out. You probably get it stolen.
Henry,
That's-
have you considered the burden of the child's mental well-being of having a parent in their 80s? Like, you're not going to be around its whole life. You
Look,
might want to consider giving it up for adoption. I'm just saying,
How about this?
you're gonna leave a really big
and this
void
is
in
just an
that
offer.
child's life.
Do you want me to carry it? You seem like you're struggling.
No, I'm just fine. I'm just fine. How about this? How about this? How about this? In case anything happens to me, in the very unlikely situation that for some reason I die,
And you could sleep in the bathroom and no one would be there to hear you crying. And
in the
like,
very unlikely situation,
There were talks about you not making it through last night.
I will assign godparents. How about that? Good.
All right,
Someone
name
to
your gods.
I
take
just
over
still worry
responsibility.
you're gonna be leaving a void in this child's life, and it's gonna have this lack of closure if its father is gone. Because its parent is 80 at the not even the time of his birth.
I will. You know what? Don't worry about that. I got that all under control. And Brom, you're a godly man. You can be a godparent.
Oh.
It's already set. I picked you. That's how that works. And you know what? 2 godparents are necessary. And Kit, because you're so concerned, you can be the other one.
Okay. If it kills you in the night, I'm probably gonna let it just go off and do its own thing and go into the wild. I don't think you're gonna necessarily hatch it while you're still kicking, but hey, we'll hold on to it for you.
If you need help
Maybe
with that
you'll-
incredibly powerful time magic, you let me know. Okay.
You know, the challenge you're initiating only pushes me harder to succeed. So, thank you.
Don't call me. That's all I'm saying.
Vinsar, you're gonna be the fun uncle.
Kazamax the murder cousin, who's in
I mean,
jail.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get technical, I might get a new wild shape. That'll be cool.
That's too fun of an uncle, Vinsire. I don't think we should be that fun of an uncle.
Someone's gonna start to think back to when
Does not
Vinsar was
entail what you're
basically
applying.
fucking that tree, and he's gonna be like, hang on.
It does not entail what you were all implying.
That's Uncle Touchy, not Uncle Winter.
So as you guys make your way to the outer gate of Calipso, you are stopped at the gate, and you are kind of questioned, first briefly, nothing like serious. You're asked why you're come here, you respond, and they send you on your way. However, as you go, you do notice that one of the guards kind of is paying particular interest to your group. And as you leave, you notice he walks up to the other guards, and they continue. They kind of 2 of them leave their post, and they just continue to follow you guys through city.
You guys, don't look now, but you see those 2 guards following us in?
Not even looking. Yeah, I kind of tracked that.
Yeah, they
We passed.
kind of looked us up and down, and they just walking right behind us.
As he finishes that sentence, I'm gonna take an action to flip my hood up of my cloak of Elvenkind,
Okay.
just precautiously. And can it be canon that there's 2 little slits in the top of the hood that my
Mhm.
ears? Just...
Yeah, we can say that you cut
Feels
those
like-
slits in there with your knife.
Nice.
Nice.
Not
Yeah.
quite like Kyle's hood right now, but think of a Fox version of that.
So as you guys go, you're making your way to the tower. In fact, as you go to the tower, the guards kind of peel off and just kind of wait. And as you hit the tower gate, the lighthouse, you get to the lighthouse, the tower, and you are stopped. The guard goes, kind of takes a second, like looks at everybody, goes, "Can I help you all?"
Yeah, we're, what was his name? Was it Stephen Nash?
Stephen Nash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Nash.
We're here to meet with Stephen Nash regarding a quest he sent us on not too long ago.
Stephen Nash. Yeah, I know a Stephen Nash. But I also know that you look like an awful lot like a guy I'm supposed to be looking for. And he points to next to the door. And next to the door, there's this little board. And on it, it says, wanted for questioning. And there is a rough sketch of a half giant wanted for questioning for murder.
Damn it.
Did
They
you
got my
question?
ass. That
He goes, looks an awful lot like you.
that doesn't really look like me at all. Actually, it's actually I don't really like that you would just assume that we all look the same. You know, giants aren't that uncommon.
All the same, you're under arrest.
No, it's nothing like him. What are you talking about? There's not even like the foxtail. There's none of the items. Like it's just that's. We just walked past this guy on our way in here. How'd you guys not see him?
So he looks at you, Vinsire, and goes, you will stay out of this. You're wanted for questioning. You're being placed under arrest.
Well, first, for what kind of questions?
There was a murder, and someone fitting your description matched this key suspect.
Well, I find that hard to believe, but sure, ask your questions away.
Great.
I'm staying right here.
Oh.
No,
I was
I'm not doing that.
No, you ain't.
Die!
I'll die before I go to prison.
You can't take me alive!
Skyrim music starts.
Jump from me, coppers!
Hey, give me the head.
It's actually
Hey, give me the head.
Oh, fuck.
Guys, give me the head.
You guys
No.
are escorted. Not Vinsire. Kazamak is placed in handcuffs with his hands in front of him, not behind him, but his hands in front of him, and is escorted up. You guys are allowed to follow him behind. You're escorted all the way up to the top of the lighthouse, where you do not find Stephen Nash.
97 Bulls.
But instead find someone you have not yet met, along with a couple of people that you have. I should say Stephen Nash is there, but what you find is a meeting of the Grand Admirals. They look like they're about to start. And in fact, when you guys were walking up, you noticed that a crowd was starting to kind of like approach the base of, like, a crowd was starting to form as you were being confronted. And you kind of get the sense that there's some sort of like announcement getting ready to come. So as you guys are being brought up here, you kind of interrupt this meeting. This guard goes, excuse me, Grand Admiral, but I believe we found our Goliath friend that we've been looking for. Would you like to question him now? This person that he addressed as the Grand Admiral turns. He's a human, pure human. He is got reddish brown hair, reddish brown beard that goes down to his like mid chest, and it's all braided in like valor knots, like each one representing like a great victory or a ship taken or something like that. You can see it's braided like there's like a knot, like all the way down, just knots down to his belly button. And he goes, no. Throw them in the cage. Put them all in the cage till after the speech.
Whoa.
Just to be safe.
Oh my
Why would you do that?
I don't really see the reason for this. You said questions, not getting locked up.
I don't give a shit what he said. This is my city. You're lucky that I don't throw the lot of you in. Commingling with a fucking demon follower. And he points directly at Vinsire.
I'm a holy man.
You count a demon worshiper amongst your cohort.
Not.
Oh, he just fucks
necessarily-
trees.
Yeah, not a demon.
Never had sex
or-
with a tree.
I mean, as
You
far
just
as
did.
I'm aware, he follows what he prays to one of the prime 15.
He's a tiefling.
Great High General Admiral, I've never fucked a tree, I swear.
He kind of like looks like disarmingly at the guards and says, "Put them in the cells, right here, right now, please. Just temporarily until we're done." So they go to put you guys in this. There's a cell in the back of the room. They go to like kind of like escort you. They're not like pushing you or anything. They're just like asking you to get in the cell. Yeah.
No one seems super outright hostile, so I'll just kind of walk in the cell.
I'm just gonna be like, but I'm a holy man. I've been trying to convert them.
Hey, on the plus side, we're gonna have front row seats for whatever they're about to announce.
I'm gonna start playing my drum.
I will follow Kazumak into the cell. I'm like, I fucking knew you got us into some mess.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket.
Veneth is going to get into the cell and kind of like look at you guys like daggers at you guys.
He's the only one. Kazumak's the only one they put cuffs on, though, right? Everyone else
Correct.
is just casually getting in. Okay.
Correct.
All right. I'll follow in.
Okay. So, as you guys go in, they lock the cell door behind you. You see the guard with the keys is Stephen Nash. This is who locks the door. So Stephen Nash pockets the keys. He's got a little key ring, puts it on his belt loop, and he stands next to the other council members. You see amongst them Grand Admiral Thrat Dento. Thrat Dento. You see Grand First Mate Milo Erna. She's back. You see Grand Arbiter Ignacio Kane. Grand Bosun Valerie Wilcone. And Stephen Nash. Stephen Nash is kind of standing behind the other like Grand Council members. He's just a like arbiter administrator. So as Stephen Nash locks the door, puts it on his belt loop, stands next to the guard captain behind the Grand Admirals. You can see and hear a bit of a crowd forming in the city of Calipso beyond the
walls.
Beyond the confines here of the lighthouse. You hear the Grand Admiral go, "You're gathered here to hear our response to this supposed Grey Emperor. We have heard what the other free cities intend, and we will not be the only one to bow. If the Grey Emperor exists, he'll have to come here and fly us out. All 40,000 ships." He goes, and you can hear the crowd roar. He goes, "Gather before you are the finest navy that's ever existed. We may be a motley crew," and you hear a crowd erupt, "but we're the damn finest shipmen, and with our ships at sea, we're the greatest. So let the Grey Emperor come if he exists. Let Steelhaven come. And when we are on the sea, we are in..." He falters. From your vantage point in the back of the cell, you notice all of a sudden a plume of smoke.
Oh.
It's joined a second later by another plume, and another, and another, and another, until the horizon is filled with black smoke. You hear the Grand Admiral stop. He goes, "The ships. They're burning the ships. The ships! Get to the fucking ships!" You hear the crowd fucking erupt. The Grand Admiral rushes over and pushes the fucking Stephen Nash out of the way and grabs the keys off his loop. He grabs the thing and goes, full pardons. Even to you, Devilkin. Full pardons.
Nice.
Stop the flames from spreading. Help the firemen. Help them put it out. And if you can, figure out who did this.
Okay.
He throws the fucking key in the lock and slams open the door. And as you guys go to rush out of the cell and down the stairwell, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh,
Mm.
I want to keep going.
Catch me full fucking 800 miles an hour to the fucking boats.
Well, no, I got you. Hey, Kit, I got you. We're gonna get there quick.
Oh, look at that cat doing fucking biscuit.
Oh, pardons. Oh.
Well, I'm still pardoned if you're dead.
Oh man, my pirate lawyer disguise I was gonna put on isn't gonna work out.
My client, Kazimak, did nothing wrong, Your Honor. He murdered him in cold blood, but it was not in fact cold blood.
I feel like this place has something against me.
I totally
You know
forgot.
what's that? Demon worshiper.
So, with that, we'll end our session here. We'll pick up next week with the rush down to the docks to see what the fuck is going on down there. And yeah, that'll be it. So, I love you all, but it is time for sleepy time. Actually, it's time for pancakes, and then it's sleepy time. Look at that kitty cat go. Kitty cat.
Yoko's going fucking ape shit right now.
God
Like,
damn.
he's
Go,
trash.
Yoko. All right, now it's time. Now it's time to end the episode. All right, everybody say bye.
Goodbye.
Good night, Yoko.
Bye.
Bye, guys.